Welcome to Elite Encounters. I'd like to give a special welcome back to the Elite. Yes, that's you, our awesome subscribers, followers. We'd like you guys to take a look at our channel and check out the links there and videos, as well as that awesome subscribe button. Hit that and you too can become one of the Elite. I would like you also to know that we are everywhere that you can listen to your podcast, so if you don't have time to sit down and watch an entire 3-hour episode of us playing, you can check us out on podcasts and listen on your way to work or however you want to do it. This is where I would normally say previously on Soul Severed, and we're still with Soul Severed. However, I have a treat for you all today. This is what we're going to be calling Soul Severed Villain's View. So there's no previously on Villain's View. All you guys do have is that you know Several was taken by his maker, Charlotte. So let's see what he's been up to. We're going to focus in on that memory and bring you guys to a small cave in the mountains where a group of people have been staying. You find yourselves right at dusk. Night's just beginning. It's already become quite dark on this side of the mountain. Charlotte's sleeping form, large as it is, because when she sleeps, she goes to her natural form. She takes up the entire back of the cave, only leaving the entrance for the rest of you. As the large green-scaled monstrosity stretches and begins to wake for the night, you hear this cracking, and then there's a human woman with dark hair, piercing eyes. I believe it's time for you all to get busy. So, as I said before, these icons, that's what I want, and that's what we're going to get. Well, you guys are going to get it. I'm busy with other things. I'm sure you've been looking out over the mountains today. You see the clouds swirling over there above the Thunder Peak. That is the Storm Vault Citadel. And that's where you're going. How you get in there, I don't care, but that is where the other half of this is. She holds up the half of the celestial resonance rock that she had Several take from his group. Now, it is in the center of the Storm Vault, in the actual vault that the place is named after. Nobody gets into that city and citadel without an invitation or without having business with the Thane that lives there. But I'm sure you'll find a way in. So, with no further ado, I have places to be. And you have a rock to find for me. Take a good look. You look at the rock she holds in her hand. It looks almost natural but crafted, and it looks like a cloud with a lightning bolt hanging down from it, but it looks as if this was the cloud, it looks as if it split back and front, straight down. So the back is rough. You're looking for the other half. I'm sure they'll have it secured, but I have faith in you. So, have fun. Be on your way. I will see you all back here when you're done. Oh, you should probably get to know each other a little bit. Maybe an introduction. Meet your new friends, several.
No.
Don't start with me. We're not doing this.
Aren't we?
No, we're not.
I have friends. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. And now you have more friends.
You have friends.
I have employees.
Exactly.
And I have you. Now meet your friends. Oh, I knew you wouldn't refuse. And have some enthusiasm with it. Bye now. You feel this tension in him as she said it. She, almost as if there was some weight to her words. And as you saw him stiffen, but with her words and command implanted, she turns to a mist and shifts out the cave.
I would really love to know your name.
Well, my name is Chevautant. You can call me Chevy.
And what am I going to put on your headstone?
Runa.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Sivril.
Pleasure.
And I'm 13. You see a very plain-looking elf kind of slip around the corner of the cave and in. He says, I'm 13. Pleasure.
Is that your name or how old you are?
No, I'm 13. That is what you may call me.
Okay.
And that was Chevy and
Runa.
Runa. Okay. Well, I'm at least gonna come with you guys to the windswept spires. And those, if you kind of like, you can barely see them from here, but there's these little pillars that they don't look like they should hold that thing. But that's probably about one of the best ways in. But I'll at least come there with you guys. In between them is where the elevator is, if you can figure out how to get in there. But I'm at least going to go there, and then I have another thing I have to do. So, but I'll at least travel with you guys to there.
Great.
Oh, well, I already knew several.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
We
two
go-
have history.
Way back.
we do. We go way back. Several's one of my closest friends.
You don't strike me as the friendly type.
Oh, I have plenty of friends. Just none of which that deal with venomous vampire ladies.
So how do you know the venomous vampire lady?
Let's just say there was an agreement made on my behalf that I didn't know I made. She says jump,
You asked.
I say no. She tells me to jump, I jump.
How cute.
Yeah, real cute. Do you know what we're actually doing? Do you understand what she's sending us to do? Or are you, or yeah, exactly? You're just searching out a rock. Do you have any idea what
My
we're
favorite ones are the shiny ones.
what we're going to actually do here, or are you just blind leading the blind here?
I don't know what she's going to do with it if that's what you're asking.
I know exactly what she's going to do with it.
I'm not sure I care.
You would, if you knew.
But would I? We
I
just
don't-
met.
All the better.
I know we're supposed to be fast friends and all.
I didn't say anything about friends. She
she
did.
did.
She did.
She told you we were your new friends.
Correct. She didn't say I had to like you. She just said I had to get to know you, which is why, and sorry, with enthusiasm. Hi,
Hi.
I'd love to have your name. So I can put it on your headstone.
You already have it.
Bingo. That's all I was required to do. I've played this game long enough to know. So what's your story? You just in it for the kicks?
I'm in it for the shinies.
I hope that you get a better cut out of the deal than I do, because she doesn't pay very well.
No, but the extra stuff I find does.
So you're a thief.
I would never.
Should we walk and talk?
Yeah, let's.
All right, well, you can see the general direction. I'm going to do what I do, scout ahead.
Yeah, we'll see you on the other side.
Yep. He goes disappearing into the brush. Round a rock and slips away.
So you're a thief, and I just start like taking my bags and putting them in my jacket, and
I don't steal from partners.
I'd say that too, right before I stole from my partner. And what's your story there, Chevy? Do you have any idea what we're actually doing here, or are you two just in it for the kicks?
I have another goal in mind, but I'm here temporarily to achieve something.
So you're hoping the ends justify the means?
That's the goal.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys can walk fast, because I don't slow down.
So you all continue out and you start heading toward this city and citadel on top of the Thunder Peak. Moving through the mountain and then up the mountain. It's pretty much one peak over. And when you are getting close and you start seeing some more detail, you start seeing that this thing is impossibly perched. It is balanced almost on the tip of the peak. But we're talking a massive city, a massive tower in the center. And there's no way, looking upon it, that the few pillars that you see drop down could hold this entire city. There are odd archways and there are odd bridges that go out to larger structures on the side, other towers, but nothing really holding it. Either this is a major testament to dwarven architecture, or there's something else that helps hold it. The few pillars you see come down to the ground seem ornate even from a distance. You can see dwarven ruins on them. And you see
It's the weirdest bird call I've ever heard.
wind moving mist and clouds through the tops of the peak and around the mountain. So getting closer and closer. How are you guys approaching?
Look, I have no connection to you, but I can tell you this, that if we don't come back with her stone,
It will be unhealthy.
you won't see tomorrow. So, I don't know what you do other than you procure things that are shiny, and just looking you once over, I hope you can defend yourself.
know my way around a sword.
Either of you had a plan on how to get in this place?
Not yet.
Have we tried knocking?
I assure you, we aren't gonna be on the invite list. I can climb straight up that building. Can you guys climb?
I do have some climbing gear with me.
What say you, thief? Can you climb?
I'm gonna get Overwatch to give you guys a visual, so everyone can kind of see what this place looks like.
Cool.
So as you guys approach, we went through a couple of visuals there for a moment. You didn't see those other ones, but you did see this.
My brain downloaded.
I would like everybody to kind of be able to see that, to see what they are coming upon. You guys are coming from beneath, coming from one of the peaks to the side. Nothing actually touches any of the peaks near it. You can either climb the actual peak that holds it, or you could climb one of the few pillars that actually go down and reach the ground. And you see two. Again, way too small to hold a city that big. The pillars themselves maybe only 40 feet wide. You also see an odd blue light as you get closer that is almost central in between the two pillars. One pillar seems to be at one corner, the other one at the other corner, and down from those impossible walkways out from the city. So, Chevy has climbing gear, you said?
I do. Ropes and pitons and... How far up is this?
Several hundred feet.
I can climb and set your hooks if you need me to.
You have any rope? I have about 100 foot.
I
Some.
have rope.
Do we see any landings further up that we could be able
There's-
to like cut the distance in half maybe to go one level at a time?
Perhaps it looks like the runes and such that are on the walls of the place that you could see from farther off. It seems that they're either etched in or pressed out, depending. So there's intricate parts to these pillars and the structure itself that you might be able to grab a hold of.
Okay. I'll tie as much rope as we have together. Cyril, can you take this up until I say stop? And I'll let him go off until the rope is dangling, the bottom end of it is dangling roughly in front of us, so we can grab hold of it.
I will climb straight up the building. I have a 40-foot climb speed.
You do. So as he goes up and you guys begin this first bit, I take it you're trying to not be seen, looking around, finding the best place to just go up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How much rope? How far up is he going?
I think together we probably have about 200 feet.
Okay. So how are you going to tell him to stop?
Just yank the rope.
Yeah. I'll hold on to the other end until he gets too far and pull.
It is supernatural watching him climb up there. He just kind of Spider-Man's it. No grabbing handholds and moving himself up like a normal person. He just crawls on the wall rather quickly. So when you feel that first tug,
I stop.
you find that there's something jutting out a little bit to your right. You could probably go over there and stand on if you wanted. It's about 5 feet wide.
I'll do that. I'll stand there.
Okay. So the rope shifts over to the right a bit.
I'll sink in the anchors as I'm working my way up.
Okay.
And then I just sit back and watch them climb.
I'll start my ascent.
Give me an athletics.
That's an 18 plus 12 for 30.
Easy enough. You start your climb. Unless you have something I don't know about. Not very fast. You can't quite go at full speed. But you start moving up. How long do you wait before you head up?
Probably 10, 15 feet.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics. Or not acrobatics, athletics, sorry.
23.
Easy enough. So you guys start climbing up. So you watch and wait. Take quite a bit longer than you did to get up that way. And
We all have to be good at something.
you guys find this ledge that he has found and step there and send him on.
We'll repeat the process.
So repeating the process the next time.
So I will, I'm assuming that she's not pulling the anchors as she's climbing, so I will go back down and pull the anchors from the rope we have and then scale back up.
Okay.
Essentially, I will essentially go like this up and down the entire process.
All right. So, as you're heading up for the second round, I need you to give me an athletics check. As the wind starts picking up on your ascent.
Me? Okay.
Wind sounds. Wind sounds.
We have wind sounds. Do you
30.
not have your headset Overwatch?
No,
You should put it in. It's actually
You
really
should.
good.
we only have one.
I have a 32.
I believe we have like 3 extra right now.
Your regular
Just saying.
headset.
I want to use my headset.
This random arm just appeared on the table and stole a headset. 32 is my athletics.
All right.
Ooh.
So you finally get up there. It definitely is getting. It is a very strong wind. You're feeling it start to pull at you, and you start heading up. And you find the further up he goes, the more the rope wants to start moving with the wind. So you're gonna have to hold on to that bottom part quite a bit. So.
I'll climb until I feel the tug, and then I will look for a landing of some kind, even if I have to come back down to a landing or whatever that is.
There's a few archways that almost look like they could have become doors at some point, but just seem to be decorative. You find a few of those and you stop there. I would like climb checks from you too. Athletics.
29.
Okay.
21.
All right. So, as you guys are climbing up, you feel that wind begin to pull, and you hold on to the rope because you can feel your bodies start to even shift with the wind. You're doing pretty good, Chevy, but you start feeling your size. Being half the size of them as a halfling, you are shifting over and kind of dangling below Chevy, getting pulled off the wall even by this wind. You feel the rope kind of moving underneath you. And several, as you glance down and are watching them climb, you start seeing Runa is being kind of flicked around like a tail of an angry cat underneath Chevy.
I'd like to use telekinetic hand to try to stabilize below me and hold her closer to the wall.
Okay. What are you using?
Telekinetic hand.
Oh, there you go. How much can that move?
That's a good question. Let's see here. I believe it's 10 pounds is what it can move here.
Slip over to your spells.
Hey, if
Yes?
anyone has any electronic devices near the microphones, we can pick it up. I do it all the time. That's how I know.
If you guys can shift those down, kind of like the one over there. See how he does that? It has a
Gotcha.
little bit of a shift to it. There you go. And then just try to keep them away from your microphone.
Sometimes that causes static
Okay.
for us.
You definitely don't want to be like Overwatch and prop your phone up on the microphone.
Hey,
Yeah.
It works.
totally have been caught with my phone like this before, okay?
Okay, I've never caught you. I've caught Overwatch doing it after chastising other people multiple times.
Let me,
That sounds a lot better. Thank you.
Yes.
Yep.
There we go, guys. All right.
pull this up here because unfortunately this path builder is not working for me right now. So,
It's the tablets. They suck.
yep, I'm just pulling up archives here to look up the spell.
We're
I,
taking
uh,
donations.
I find I find a nice quiet spot while I'm waiting for them to climb, and I pull out some parchment and I start writing.
Okay. All right.
Telekinetic hand is one unattended object of light bulk or less, so that's not going to.
No, that will not work. I have to grab. Oh, I think I have them, Sunshine. Thank you. I do. All right. So, how else would you like to try to help her? I'm gonna make a little noise over here.
This building is falling apart.
Yeah, hand that over here, please.
Hey, I caught it. Be proud of me.
There we go. All right. So, how else would you guys like to try to help her? You are finding no purchase, Runa. You are just being swatted around and against the wall. And it's starting to, you're not able to make any progress up at this point.
How far away am I from the next ledge?
A little ways.
Do you need help down there?
Yes, please.
I will fold up my parchment, stick it in my pocket, put my pen away,
There.
and I will, typical for any kind of vampire movie, I'll just kind of throw myself over the ledge of the building and slide with my claw in the building down to her.
Okay. Slide down. She's kind of flopping off of the building. So, give me. Gonna have to try to get a hold of that rope. So why
Athletics?
don't you? Yeah, give me an athletics.
29.
That'll work. You grab a hold of the rope, and she's being pulled by the wind out. Is what it is. So, What do you do with it?
So I'll grab a hold of the rope and I'll just kind of swing her in, and I'll hold the rope in this hand, so she's kind of like between me and the building. And then I just grab, like with my hand on the rope, I just grab like the back of her clothes with my hand, and then just into the building, pull myself up into the building.
All right. So, you get kind of unceremoniously hauled up, still holding onto the rope while you go. Okay? Just in case he drops you.
Well, he did already offer to put my name on a tombstone, so.
He did. He absolutely did. Where's my apple? There it is. All right.
So I'll get to the ledge, and I'll just kind of, I'm holding onto the side, and I just reach up and like set her on the ledge.
All right. It's been a little strenuous with the wind and everything. I would like Constitution. I would like a Fortitude save from you guys. Well, not so much for you, Several, but I mean, yeah, I still want one.
Okay.
23.
25.
30.
All right. You guys are not exhausted. You're not really too worn out. It's just
Oh,
been.
he did all the work.
He did do all
You know,
the work
I
for
wasn't
you.
going to say anything.
So,
You know,
So
there's usually more benefits to being small. Climbing's not one of them.
I was going to say, are we sure that you're going to be able to make the next hike? And I look up even further.
I don't know. Can I piggyback?
it's probably about another 100 feet before you're coming to where it attaches. You guys are underneath some part of the structure. You would have to go around to the side, the next side, to be able to go up and onto the structure.
Obviously, you don't have any issue with my weight while you're climbing.
No.
Is that a no to the piggybacking or a no to my weight?
I feel like that's a trap.
All the men in the room were like, yeah. That's a trap.
That is true.
I'm not saying shit.
So I'm going to carry you up this building whether you like it or not.
I just offered piggybacks.
Yeah. That's
So clearly I like it.
there's a difference in me letting you hold on to me and me holding on to you. You know how most people die in drownings? It's trying to save someone who's panicking. If you're on my back and you start to panic, we'll both go down. Unfortunately, I'll catch the building.
And boy,
If
would
I'm
that
holding
suck for
on to
me.
oh, absolutely. If I'm holding on to you and you panic, I'll just give you shaken halfling syndrome. And it'll be fine.
That's cute. You should write that down. Shaken halfling syndrome.
I already had it written down. Let's go. And I grab her by the back of the shirt again, and essentially I just start going up the building.
Okay.
Have the rope in the other hand so that I can start putting the things in for him. Is this even going to work for you, Chevy? Are you going to be able to get up around this lip?
I'll certainly try.
Okay.
All right. So. No. No, that isn't it. Get this. Apologies. I'm having some technical difficulties.
There's some kind of static somewhere. I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that might be
We're
it.
trying to find it.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it's all good.
Static sucks. All right.
18, 16. I made a couple athletics checks. I imagine it's not going to be an easy climb.
I'm not actually hearing anything.
No, it's
so
not quite.
I
So
don't know
you're
if it might be
heading.
this.
You're heading up. How far?
My goal is to get her to a landing so she can stay there and be safe.
Okay, but not quite to around and up. Not knowing
mean-
what you guys have, or
Wherever the easiest thing would be. Like if it's to take her all the way around and put her up on the thing, then I'll
I mean,
do that.
for
and
you,
then,
that's pretty easy.
and then I can be there for him when he starts coming up.
Okay, so as he starts heading up, and you seem to be climbing over one of these jutting and dipping runes, and you come to the edge to go around to the side, and you're right there at one of those protrusions.
Yep.
Okay, and I need a perception from you and her.
Mine's a 32.
Okay.
So if you look where your
Okay.
AC,
24.
there you go. So if you look where your AC is, it's in that little group there.
24. All right. That won't be a surprise then, as
Share.
Yeah, your thingy so he could hear.
He
oh,
has
is he?
something.
He's got.
He's got his.
Got a
You can-
headphone
you
in,
can
but I
hear his.
haven't been hearing anything.
Oh, you haven't been hearing.
No.
Hmm.
It's on one. Pretty sure.
It is on. Do you have
Got a
batteries?
green light, batteries in.
Hmm.
Same channel. Is there a volume button on here somewhere?
It's inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should. Most of them should be on a volume already
Yeah, it
available
should
to
already
see,
be
to
on
hear
14.
you.
Unless it accidentally changed channel.
It is on 14.
Okay.
It could be the headphones. These are brand new, but I haven't ever tried them, so
Okay.
well,
All right.
give this a shot.
So you both see,
Yep.
as you're getting ready to come around that corner, and it definitely sees you, as there's been no stealthing, you've just been climbing. You see this flying creature. It sees you, you see it, and that is going to be initiative.
In a past life, I'd throw a halfling at it.
Am I in this initiative or?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Now, if you're going to be able to get up there and into it, that's another thought. I have to go grab these.
You know, there is a halfling as a thing. Then that means there
We
must
beat
be a
it, look.
fullling, a quarterling, and
Quarterling,
yeah,
I can't.
thirdling.
thirdling, a 15th, 16th-ling.
Oh no.
Bum, bum, bum.
Then you go metricling and you have like the 11ling.
Right?
All right.
10ling
So,
doesn't fit anywhere.
Yeah.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, because I cannot get things to stick on the side of a wall, I've got your battle map laid flat here. So this is the wall, and we've got
Well, that's real dark.
several here along the halfling. You guys are right. Actually, Cyril is holding on to you. You guys are about right here. And you're technically in the square with him, so I'm gonna put you right there.
Is that better?
And
Well, there's a stark contrast between her skin in in the DM camera and her skin when she reaches across into the battle cam.
oh, is there?
Yeah. One looks like she actually sees the sunlight and the other one doesn't.
I mean, depends.
Put your hand under that battle cam, that top battle cam. Check that out.
Next time we're going to use the DM to white balance.
Yeah, right? 100%.
Usually not this pale.
Well, we'll just make sure you stay that pale so we can make sure we get a consistent look.
Bingo.
Hey, you know what? The seer had to do a few things.
You got to know
for
where your
the
white's
ones
at.
you-
All right. Anyway.
All right, so you see this thing is coming at you. Let's see, wait, this one. All right, I need one of those clear thingies to get out here. So this thing is coming around the corner and it's swooping down toward you. All right, so let me get my. Where did it go? There it is. It's on the ground, of course.
May the force be with you.
I got it. I got it.
Down's the easy part.
No, it's not. There's no bending. I had to bend right at the hips. Thanks, Overwatch. It's difficult to breathe.
You said make the thing tight. So I did.
Yeah.
All right.
Whew, all right. Anybody
Sounds like I'm
over
showing.
30?
I have a 32.
33.
33, Chevy.
Mine's an adorable number compared to those.
It's because you're a halfling, so you have half initiative.
Well, considering I know where they're at, are you between 20 and 25?
No.
Right.
Just right last.
Just right
you
last.
want to roll
I don't want
one?
to admit that it's a 6.
Okay.
I'd be proud of 6.
How do you get it? So in Pathfinder 2e, your perception is your initiative.
Oh, then
Um,
20.
Yeah,
There you go.
go.
If you have a bonus
says-
to initiative, it says initiative plus something
Yeah.
else
Yeah.
too.
It says
you add-
0.
Yeah, that's if
So
you
that's
had
what I
a.
added, was
That's
zero.
if you had a
Okay,
specific
so you have a
bonus.
20 then, you said,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
I was like a 6.
See,
That's
this
impressive.
is already
No,
Casey,
no,
who's
she's
3.5.
still last. Bruna's still last.
I mean, I didn't doubt that, but
Rude. All right. So, Chevy, you see, as it comes around, what is your passive perception? Add 10 to your perception there, and that is your passive perception
23.
DC. All right, yeah, as that thing comes around the corner, you can see flying about 5 feet off the wall and probably a good 40, 50, 60 feet away from you and above, you see this creature.
Okay.
And you are first. What would you like to do?
As I used my, I believe it's called Incredible Initiative, to draw my weapon at the beginning of combat as a free action, since I go first, I get Panache, which allows me to make a confident finisher against it if I am able to reach it. Am I able to reach it in this move?
Are you going to try to climb up there?
I'll try to climb up.
What
there.
is your speed?
30 feet.
Okay.
40 feet if I have Panache. So I have 40-foot movement speed.
Uh,
I will move
you need to
twice
be
if I
in
need to.
melee with it?
Yeah.
Not quite. You wouldn't be able to get there. Not and have an action left, but you can spend your actions to climb if you would like.
How about this? I'll, how far away from it am I?
About 40, 50, 60 feet. I'm trying to gauge it with your eyes. You're not
one of
quite
those
sure.
If
numbers.
I can,
It's hard to
get this
gauge with your
open.
eyes. You're not sure.
There we go.
It's
So
above
I
you.
can read this. My spark blade has the ability to. So I'll move within 30 feet of it to get within range of. I have a lightning leap attack that basically I launch lightning out of my sword. It needs to give me a reflex save.
Okay, I need an athletics from you to climb distance here. So, and you said you have a 40-foot
I have
movement.
40-foot
when
movement.
you're-
Yep.
Okay, so this is going to get you here.
Yep.
Should be.
That
30
is
feet
a
then.
26 athletics.
All right, that will get you there. Let's see here. Yeah, you can get up there, and it needs to make a basic reflex.
Basic reflex, yes.
All right. That is not. That's not good at all. I mean, it's good. It's a 20.
20 just beats it.
All right. It's basic reflex, so it's half.
Half. So it takes 2d4 plus 4 halved. That's hard to read. It's a 3, 5, 8 plus, or no, 8 halved. Did I do that right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 halved, so 4.
Okay. All right. And is that is a 2-action spell, I take it?
You can spend 1 action point to point the spark blade at a foe within 30 feet and shoot an arc of lightning. So it's 1 action.
Okay, so you have one more action.
Well, I wasn't prepared for that. I will. I'll continue moving toward it.
Okay.
She said I wasn't prepared for that.
Go ahead and give me another athletics.
That's a little worse. 23.
All right, 23. You get up here, you can get right near several, or you can try to get on this ledge.
I'll try to get on the ledge.
Okay, that'll be a little easier for you. You get on the ledge. You only get about 10 feet with that. You're fighting that wind, but you didn't get blown off. Do you still have a hold of the rope, I take it?
Yes.
Okay. It's kind of dangling below this loop, as Cyril has part of it and you have part of it. It is not anchored anywhere at the moment.
Oh, so we're just
Or did
holding
you,
on to each
you
other.
leave the bottom one and go back and get it once you get the top?
Yeah. So once
Okay.
once everyone
So it
gets
is anchored at
yes, correct.
At
It's
that,
anchored a little bit off screen there. So,
that first ledge that we stopped at.
all right, Cyril, that brings us to you. You do have a ledge right near you. Chevy right there on it.
Great. I'm gonna. I'm still holding Runa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I set her on the ledge as an action?
I mean, you precariously, because you've got Chevy right there. So Chevy's literally arm's distance from you, and he is on that ledge. And you're right beside that ledge. But he's taking up that space right there.
Okay. Can I? So then I'll take a one action move, and I'll move, and so I can put Runa down on somewhere else on the ledge that's not on the immediate square.
Okay. So you move pretty much right here above him.
Sure.
And then just kind of plop her down
Yeah.
right here. Okay.
So, one to move, one to put her down, or one to set her up there.
I can give you that 5-foot step and putting her down for one action.
Then I would like to. What's between him and I? Is there actual Is it just space? Like, is he flying in the air?
He's flying
what's-
about 5 feet off of the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's a 5-foot gap between the wall and him. Like,
I
if
mean-
if I'm hanging on the wall, can I reach him?
Possibly with your weapon, perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna scurry over there, holding onto the wall, and I'm gonna take a. I'm gonna do dueling parry and raise my AC by 2, but I want to be right there within melee reach of him.
Okay. All right. So you move up right beside it, and then dueling parry. And is that ends your actions? then,
It
yes?
sure does.
All right. It's turn. All right. There it is. All right. Seeing that you're right there, it will make this odd screech. It doesn't, you're not quite sure. It kind of looks gargoyle-esque, but not quite. You've seen a gargoyle before.
I have.
You've fought one before.
Indeed,
This
I have.
looks more fleshy and more scaled. Somewhat, maybe draconic. That would be a 35, as it brings a large jaw that distends down, almost like a snake's to swallow something, and it tries to clamp onto your shoulder.
That hits.
Okay. All right. That would be 17 piercing. Here's the thing. It tries to grab a hold, and you feel it suction, and then it lets go and goes and makes this horrid sound, and it screeches at you again and hisses and spits any liquid it got from you as it tried to drain blood from you. It didn't seem to like it. So its second action is going to be trying to fly away from you.
I want to take my reactive strike.
Okay.
That would be a 37.
37 will hit. That is actually a crit. For those of you that do not know, with Pathfinder Remastered, Pathfinder 2e Remastered, all you have to do to crit is either natural 20, because that's always a success, especially for house rules, always a success for anything. A natural 1 is always a failure as far as our house rules go. That means skills, saves, anything, and something bad usually happens. However, 10 over a DC is a crit.
He takes 39 points of damage. As I take Dawnbreaker, and as he tries to fly away, I just kind of lash out of him with a swipe, and it just catches Purchase right on his chest as he tries to fly away. Where are you going, Big Bird? Come on back.
He's not even yelling. All right. You have nothing to keep him there, so he will move. He going to use all of his speed of 60 feet. He's going to hover right above you, Chevy. You're the closest thing.
Oh.
Just drooling blood that's somewhat darker than it should be. And it kind of spits again. It almost looks coagulated coming out of his mouth, like it's been trying to dry. And it tries to attack you with a... I can't math today. 20.
20 misses.
20 misses. That will end its turn. Runa, we are to you.
I draw my what? How far away from me is it?
It's a little high. You are right there on that ledge beside Chevy, and it is kind of hovering above him, flapping its wings, and you're about 3 feet too shy to reach him. I don't know, how tall are you, Chevy?
Roughly 6 foot.
Okay, yeah, you're about 3 feet too short to reach him.
Jump on my back, Sherry.
Now he just put your microphone right by your phone.
Yeah. Come on, Overwatch.
Move your phone, come on.
I don't need
You
it
know
now that
what?
I've got the
We have
app.
when we have
Sorry.
Overwatch and Jinx here, it's
Yeah.
just funny because we just still talked
We'll
Overwatch.
get this figured out eventually.
Yeah.
There we go.
Jake looks up, not down.
Well,
I'm
let's
gonna
go
bring
on
my
then.
splitter next time.
Sure.
James is over here doing his job and he's doing it well.
I'm surprised we haven't. Oh, really, Overwatch? He's doing this behind Jinx's face. Okay. All right. What would you like to do there, Runa? Would you like to hop up on his back?
What did you say it looked like again?
It kind of looks like what you would picture a gargoyle, but think a more draconically scaled thing. We've got, if you do have Twitch up, you can see it on screen right now as Overwatch has so graciously put it up there.
My screen's
So-
very dark.
It is very dark.
Can you see Overwatch's screen? There it is.
That is so much better than my tiny screen.
Or, you could look at the battle map. It's right there.
But that's so tiny. Anyway, and we don't know exactly what it is other than it's gargoyle-esque, right?
Yeah, you're not sure. It looks scaled. It doesn't look like it's made of stone as it's hovering right above you there in Chevy. But it definitely looks like it has some scales that are stone colored. It seems to blend well with the light stone of the pillar and the mountains around it.
What would I roll to figure out what it is?
Knowledge or lore? I would need an Arcana, I believe, from you.
Arcana? Yeah, I have nothing in that.
I would allow. I
have
would allow
occultism.
occult. I would allow occult. It's just a higher DC.
Okay. 24.
24. The best you get with a 24 is you're not quite sure what it would be called, but it does seem somewhat humanoid draconic in nature. You know what a kobold is. It's like a draconic humanoid. You know that there are half dragons and things of that nature. But this seems to have some kind of draconic blood, but not quite a dragon or a half dragon or a kobold or anything that you've heard of. So it's probably got pretty tough skin. It may have some kind of element that it's related to, but that's about all you've got. You're not quite sure.
So obviously it seems very magical. Does
Possibly,
it seem
yeah.
like something somebody put together, or?
It does not seem like a construct, no.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm too short to hit it unless I climb in, and then I might hinder him attacking it.
Okay.
I'll just watch.
Okay. You have 2 actions. So, just going to stay right there, or would you like to move back? You do have another 10 feet on that ledge, the opposite way from
I'll
it.
move out of his way.
Okay. So you're going to back up to over here. You kind of step down on there. This is one of these archways that you're able to stand on. All right. So, that will bring us to the top of the round and Chevy.
Can I reach him from here? You said he's about 3
Yeah,
feet
he's
above
right
me?
above you.
Okay. I'd like to feint an attack first.
Okay.
So I'll give a deception check against my target's perception DC.
Okay. Go for it. And it is a. Is this one action?
This is one action,
What are you
yes.
doing?
I'm holding the light. I don't have a power cord.
This
Gotta
is the type of
spend
stuff
one
you're supposed to do before we go live.
Plus
Shut up.
15,
This is why you don't have any
20,
friends.
34.
I have plenty. 34 against his perception DC.
Yeah.
That will absolutely hit, and
Is that a critical
it
success?
is so close to being critical,
Okay,
but it is
so
not.
Your foe is fooled.
Don't blind me.
They're
Damn
caught
it,
off guard,
Overwatch.
which gives them a -2 to their AC.
It does.
So then I'll use my second action to. That gave me panache again. So I
Okay.
will then use my second action to do a confident finisher, which just basically adds more damage to my attack. So
Okay.
just jabbing it right
feint
in there.
does not. When you feint, it does not give you an attack with it. It's just allowing.
No,
you to
it's
do
like
it. Okay.
deceiving them that I'm about to attack. They get
Go
caught
ahead.
off guard, and then here's the actual attack. That's a natural 20.
Oh, there we go. Natural
36. 36 total, so it's going to hit, right?
20. That is going to crit.
And do we double all dice?
All-
Or roll
All the
double
number for
dice?
damage is doubled.
Yeah.
All the
So,
number for
all-
so I
You
roll
need
damage
to
and then double it all.
Decide before you roll if you would like to roll more dice, because you may roll the
Okay.
dice twice, or
So
you
this is-
roll and double.
4d6 plus 9. I only have 2d6 on me, so I'll just roll and then double it.
Okay.
So that's a 6, 7, 8.
Oh, he said he was going to
Yeah.
roll and double, but he rolled
Well,
again.
no,
it's fine.
I
No,
rolled
it's
2d.
fine.
So this is
Oh,
rolling
it's
46.
46. There we
So
go.
that
Ooh.
was 8
Ouch.
and 10 is 18 plus 9 is 27. Doubled is 54.
54.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
So glad I moved out of your way.
All right.
That is a higher chance of helping than the other one.
That's a bright light.
54. Wow. You guys they are messing with me today.
It's like a shotgun of light.
It is. What is wrong with you, Overwatch?
Seer disappeared on the screen.
I know. Seer just disappears on the screen. Whew.
And I still. Does he react to that at all? Do I have a.
You get sprayed with. Where are you attacking him? How's that look when you do that?
I just kind of.
What is
Shut
that?
Hello?
Sorry. That's
It just kind of
medicine
jumps
alarm.
straight up and jab right into him, to, like the nearest fleshy bit that I can find.
Okay. All right. So you jab right up, and you seem to hit like an artery or something in his inner thigh, as it tries to pull its legs up and back. You get the back of it and just slice it open. You slice in, and even though you're using piercing weapons, correct?
That is a piercing.
It
weapon,
is
yes.
piercing, but it is such a hit that you kind of rip through part of the skin and you just have blood just gush down over you. It screeches. I'm going to murder somebody if they keep shining this light in my face.
There we go. Is that better?
Yeah, just don't move.
They're killing me. Am I like dark on screen or something? My gosh.
That's just not you. It's the battle. The battle
Ah.
scene is really dark.
About to say, don't put it in my face.
Ah, that's right.
Now I'm
No kidding.
Oh my
Now
gosh.
we got
Welcome to being a
Jinx.
boom operator.
Oh my gosh. That is right in the face. What are
Somebody
you
said they
doing?
wanted-
It's my boost.
Hey, you
They are
want light.
killing me today, guys. They are killing me.
Look, you can never have too much light.
Mm.
Okay.
They're killing me here. No. All right. Yeah, it definitely it's clawed down at you. It grabs at its leg. You're covered in this warm goo, and it's like a dark red blood.
Okay.
And it splatters all over you. And that is what, 2 actions
That
for
was
you?
my second
Yeah,
action.
third action.
Third action. Can I? How much bigger is this thing than I am?
It is probably about a good 3, 4, 5 feet bigger than you.
Okay.
If it were to stretch out, it's got its legs pulled in at the moment.
I will. Is there anywhere on that ledge that I could like take cover a little bit and maybe try to get a little bit of cover from his slashing at me? I'm assuming he's gonna retaliate here.
I'm not quite sure if you want to. I mean, you could try to hang off the side of the ledge if you wanted,
I
but
don't want to do that.
there's not really a lot of space.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't
I
ever
will,
don't ever
um,
take options from the DM.
right
You
there.
could just jump off the cliff, man. It's
I mean, you
fine.
could. I mean, you can always try anything you would like. I will just seer as a seer. I won't tell you what happens.
I will try to do what's called tumble through. It's a acrobatics action. I can stride up to my speed. I'm assuming I can climb the rope up to my speed up towards several there. Through the space of one enemy, attempt an acrobatics check against the reflex DC. And basically that allows me to move through his space without taking an attack of opportunity.
Go ahead and try.
All right. Acrobatics. Here we go. Ooh, that was a 2 plus 17 is a 19.
And that is against his reflex DC.
Is reflex DC, yes.
You said 19?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You didn't critically fail.
Okay. So
But that
my
is a
movement
fail.
just ends. And I trigger reactions as if I had moved out of the square. Excuse me. As if I had moved out of the square that I started in. So I'm not moving out of his reach, but I'm basically moving up closer to him. And my movement ends when I
Hit
Get-
half speed.
yeah.
Okay. Or when you get to him, or half speed.
Yeah, I can't move out of his reach essentially. So
Okay, so you are kind of dangling. You're in this square.
Okay.
You went straight up.
Yep.
But he's technically here.
Right.
So we're gonna kind of just set you guys in the same square.
Okay.
And yeah, he will. Yeah, he will definitely use that. He will take his reaction.
Okay.
As you come close, he flexes his wings hard, creating a gust that rivals the wind around you that you guys have been fighting. And I need a basic reflex from you.
It's a 26.
26 will work. You will take half damage.
It's mine.
So,
Yes, that's not mine.
it would have been 16 damage as his wings buffet against you and you get smacked against the wall, but you will take half as you did succeed at the save, so you will take 8. All right, and that brings us to the end of your turn.
Yep.
Sivril, you got Chevy dangling below you off the rope that you have hold of, so you suddenly feel his weight as you did not have it hammered into anything. So, I would like you to give me an athletics first off. Kind of a reaction to the weight suddenly on the rope.
Oh, I just thought of something I could have done.
That would be a 27.
Okay, you definitely have a hold of it. All right, so with that in mind, You've got his weight on the rope, and he's dangling right there at it. And what would you like to do? The look on his face.
Okay, so he's dangling from the rope below this thing.
Yeah, so if I was going to give you a visual, this thing is flying right here above him. Remember, technically it's facing this way because, this is
Correct,
up,
yes.
this down. Whoop, dropping him.
we
And
beat it
yeah,
again.
it's right here.
So there's essentially a rope.
Oh no, he died.
There's a rope between Chevy and myself.
Yes.
Okay. I'm up the building. Okay. I would like to drop,
Okay.
let go of the building, and there's a rope between Chevy and I, and so I would like to attempt to run this rope through the thing and drag it to that platform on the ground.
Okay. So you're trying to use Chevy as a weight, using yourself as a weight, trying to grab it. So the only issue with that is if you're going to, you would have to jump out
Sure.
far enough to catch it. Now
Catch, to catch the bird thing.
Yeah, you know that it is anchored below, but it's anchored at least 60, 70 feet below where Chevy is now. So
Okay.
there's no way you're going to be able to jump out and then grab the ledge because you're going to have to go out pretty far. If you're able to hook this thing, you guys are going to be going for a 60, 70, 80 foot ride before you finally have the pit and catch.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
And here we go.
My thought was I was going to put an anchor there.
I'm going
too
to,
late.
instead of trying to kill off Chevy,
I'm not opposed to dying in the first game.
instead of trying to kill off Chevy, I'm going to attempt to essentially just spear the thing out of the
Okay.
air.
All
So
right.
instead of trying to drag him into the rope and all that kind of thing, I'm just going to try and hit him and drag him to the ground there on that ledge. I know it'll probably shunt Chevy somewhere else, but he's tied to me, so
Okay.
I'm
So you're holding
confident-
on to that rope.
I'm
though.
confident that I can hold on to it.
Okay. All right, go for it.
You want athletics?
Yes.
Great. Ooh, that's a 19. That's 25. That's a lie. That's 35.
35 will hit the DC. It does not crit,
Yeah, I don't need it to crit. I'm just trying to.
but you definitely can hit him. I'm kind of using shove here. So you are jumping off of this ledge. Well, you're jumping off the building.
Yeah.
It's right here. And
Yeah.
you're trying to slam it into this.
Yes, correct.
All right. So you've hit it.
Yep.
So you guys are kind of piled up right here now. And
Would I fall too?
you will.
Okay.
We'll get there. Don't
All
worry.
right.
So you have shoved into it. Now I would like you to give me. You know what? Kind of like the idea of catching an edge if you were going to fall.
I have that.
Give me the reflex save that you would need for that. There's a pretty hefty penalty on this as you're trying to slam it into the ground right there as well.
That is a natural 20.
Oh, there we go. All right, so you guys go flying through the air. You smack this thing's back into this. You landing on top of it. You are able to land it right on this thing. So it is sitting. Do you want it here or here?
Where your left hand is.
Okay. So you have slammed it down here. Technically, you're in its square, but would you like to be beside it or the other side?
The
Now
other
I'm
side.
gonna let you figure.
Yep, right
here.
there's good.
All right. You feel the rope just slack and you go falling down. You are right above the ledge.
I would like to release my reactive strike as he leaves my threatened square.
As he does?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm grabbing him.
Okay. Well, he's falling right toward the ledge that you are standing on. He is right above it.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Oh, so he's
I was
falling.
only,
Okay,
like,
okay,
5 or
never
10
mind.
feet
If
up,
you
right?
if
Never
you were to go, if you had landed on the other side, he wouldn't be falling onto you. But he's
fine.
falling onto you.
Sure.
All right, so you two are squeezed into that space unless you want to use your climb speed to be right beside the ledge.
Yeah, I'll climb up the building and let him land on the ground there.
All right.
Yep.
So, Chevy,
Yep.
give me a reflex. You're only falling about 5 feet.
25.
25. All right. You actually can land on your feet right there.
Hero
You
pose.
had a hold of the rope, and you see several jump off that ledge and slam into that thing, and you're going, you have about a second of going, oh, man. And situate yourself, and you're able to just land, 3-point landing, however you wish. You are right beside this thing now. Cyril has taken his actions to fly off. All right, so that was what? You were.
I'm done.
That was a lot. You're done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm done. Because my last action was to move up the building just so he could have somewhere to land.
Yep. All right. So that brings us to its turn. It is prone right there, so it will spend an action to get to its feet right here. And very angry at Cyril for knocking it out of the air, it is going to attack him. That is a 30.
That'll hit.
I don't know how I keep losing that. And it is doing a wing attack this time. It's just
Sure.
swipes a wing over. You see this long talon kind of hanging off the point of the wing, and it slices down at you. And that's only 6 points of slashing damage. And something it doesn't realize. Why don't you heal 7 for me as it hits you with negative damage as well from that? So you get hit with void damage, and since that heals the undead, Cyril will take some hit points back.
Ah, good boy.
Still angry. It screeches at you, and you're speaking what to it when you say good boy?
I don't speak bitch, but I'll speak common at it. I don't care.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll speak in Elven.
Okay. It has no idea what you said.
Great.
It will turn and try to bite into Chevy, and that will miss. And that is all of its actions. We are to Bruna. What would you like to do? You were only about 5 feet away from it. You can go 5 feet and...
Since he likes to go skydiving, I'm going to anchor the rope.
Okay.
That way, if they do fall,
I will allow you to do that. You can spend your round anchoring the rope if you would like.
yeah, I'll do
Okay?
that.
That way you know it's secure. All right, so you anchor the rope. All right, Chevy, we are back to you.
All right, I'm gonna create a diversion by like gesturing with my sword, like I'm gonna shoot the lightning again to kind of distract him. So he needs to succeed against my deception check here, his perception DC rather.
Okay.
So that is not great. That's a 18.
That will not make it.
All right. Then I'm just going to do a normal attack against
Alright.
him again. He's no longer prone, correct?
He is not.
All right. Then also not great. Well, that's a 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
All right. That is 1d6 plus 6 piercing damage. 10. Plus another 3 because it is a precision attack, so that's 13.
All right.
And that's only 2 actions.
He's kind of starting to look a little rough. He's heaving. He has one of his wings kind of tucked against himself, almost like he's trying to hold his ribs, and he's definitely still bleeding out from that cut you did into his thigh.
I'll take another swing at him. Minus
Okay.
5 for the second attack, correct?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 29 minus 5, so 24.
24 will miss.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. That brings us to Sivril.
I'm gonna I'm gonna do lunging strike. That's 32.
32 will hit.
Great. He takes 17 points of damage, and he is off guard. I would like to demoralize him.
Hang on a moment. So it's 17.
Yep.
Sivril, end this.
Oh, great.
There you go.
So I'll take Dawnbreaker, and as he's looking at all the flashy things going on over there with Chevy, and he's kind of stalking him, and his head's kind of weaving back and forth, and I just come up from above him and just take a swipe with Dawnbreaker, and as he just kind of like lops his head one direction, his head just rolls off, and his body just kind of slumps to the other side as the momentum takes him the other direction.
All right. So his head goes falling down into the oblivion and into the mists below, and the body slumps toward you, and as it hits you, just there's a spray that kind of hits you. Dark, deep maroon.
Hey,
Pretty color, not a pretty smell.
you're in it for the shinies.
Thank you for reminding me.
I got you.
That's why I wear this color.
All right. So,
Well,
out of combat.
back up the building. Let's go.
So you guys go heading up. You realize Runa has put an anchor point here, so you might have to go back down and get the other part to get up, but this is a decent anchor point. It's kind of, an awkward amount of the rope.
I was just
but
doing it in case he dove
it
off the
makes
building
sense.
again.
Makes sense. So you get that anchored in. You guys have about 60 feet on one side, and then all the other rope on the other.
Can you shut off the sun?
Yeah, the battle light sun that makes me so pasty.
Switch is right there.
Well, Sivril, you want to help us out here and get us to the top?
Yeah. I'll
right.
pull all the anchors and move all the rope and do all the work and get him to the top.
Okay, as you're coming around that corner again, and you can see a little off in the distance, there are more flying creatures down through here. They don't seem to come up within 30 feet of any of the walkways and things you see above. You see something in that weird bluish light that's in between the pillars. As you come around here, you see something rising up within it, almost like a big platform, and you can see small figures on it in the distance. You can assume that would be the elevator. And as you get closer to where you're pretty sure you can get up and over whatever ledge is here, you're coming up this pillar, and there's a almost walkway or this spire that comes over to the tower that's a good 30-40 feet off the pillar. And as you get closer, you start hearing what sounds like people moving. Your footsteps, you hear
How many
maybe
sets
a
of
cart.
footsteps?
It sounds like road traffic, essentially.
Great. Can I hold on to the bottom of the ledge and like lean out and see what's...
You lean out and you try to see. You're not quite sure why you wouldn't be able to see. Maybe somebody walking by or something. You lean out and you maybe look to your right, and as you look down that long walkway, you realize that this whole thing goes up, and about 10 feet down, So you're looking at a walled walkway. There's a road that goes from that central part of the city and it goes out to whatever this huge tower is over here. Not as big as the central one, but those walkways or beams that you saw going out from the city seem to be dropped in, and there's a road. So you've climbed up a 10-foot wall. So if you hop up on there, it's pretty likely that whoever's traveling on that little road there would probably see you. But it's just becoming morning at this point by the time you guys have gotten to this area. You started out at dusk, and morning's now coming. So you're starting to get tired. You've been up all day, all night, met new people, climbed a pillar that was hundreds of feet high, and now you're looking at how do you get in? Might be a good time for us to take a break because streamers gotta stream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna stay here for a moment if you guys need to go run. Streamers gotta stream, so take a moment, come back, and I will go take care of myself once Cyril comes back. That way he can talk to you guys. But I would like to tell our audience about this whole concept here, guys. We've been doing the Soul Severed campaign. You guys have been following. Those of you that have, and those of you that know and love these characters. Some of you have been with us since Cyril. Some of you have joined since we've had Brock with the party, B-Rock. And the thing is Cyril's maker is a vampire, a green dragon vampiric vampire who has decided Cyril needs to work with her. She had created him, and we thought, why not show you guys what she's having him do? He's been away from the party for weeks. They have tried to find him. They're using Avery's location of the icons to track the half of the celestial resonance rock that he possesses. Whew, that was a mouthful. And I almost messed up. But they have been trying to track him, and now they're on another plane. But they know he's with Charlotte. So, knowing that United Souls, that us, was going to try to go and get Cyril, I figured we should know what Cyril's been doing. So we're taking a look at that memory. And if you guys have any questions or you want to know kind of what's going on, I don't like to give spoilers, but I do like to tell a good story. So, yes, Microwatch, you have a question.
Why don't we just kill its friends and keep it as a pet?
Kill what?
Kill its friends and just keep it as a pet.
Kill
Find
what? Whose friends?
The gargoyles. Just find its friends, kill
Oh,
its
there
friends.
wasn't a gargoyle, but they didn't quite figure out what it was. But yeah, I don't know if I'd want that thing as a pet. It deals negative energy. I mean, if they kept having it smack Cyril with its wings, it would just heal him.
It would have been a good pet for several.
Yeah, it would have been a good pet for Cyril. All you'd have to do is have it, smack him every once in a while with that wing claw, and he would have gained health. Here, heal me. So, yeah. No, I think they killed it because it was trying to kill them. That's, if you want to answer their Microwatch, I think they killed it because they didn't want it to kill them. So. But also with this Soul Severed Villain's View, I wanted to give you guys that story. And I do plan to do this here and there. This is going to be possibly the only session that we do where it's our whole stream. We're going to be doing the entire stream as Villain's View. The next view we might do as part of the stream. So we might have Villain's View for the first half and then just regular Soul Severed for the second half. But either way, it does give you guys, this is going to give you guys an idea of what has been happening kind of behind the scenes and how Charlotte's progressing. So with that in mind, streamer's got to stream, and I will see you in a few minutes.
I don't really care how Charlotte's progressing.
Well, you don't. But we want to know how Cyril's doing.
I do want to know how Several is doing.
I'm sure Charlotte has her adoring.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've lost my stream. I gotta find it.
That sounds like a problem.
Not that stream. Our stream. I couldn't find our elite encounter stream. There we go. I got it. Now I can. Because I like to be so early when I can do that. I'll be back.
You want Several to get away, Laura.
Get away, get away, get away.
Like he has a choice. Sunshine's gonna kill that hoe.
Oh, you said a bad word.
Sunshine said she's gonna kill a hoe. I'm gonna have to like make Sunshine some green dragon shoes or something.
Yeah, no,
Hell yeah!
that, she should heal her to 0.
I'm gonna midnighter.
I'm gonna accelerate you into the afterlife.
I mean, she's already like halfway there.
That's true.
Because she has definitely died alive.
Oh, 100%. We're gonna see the resurgence of Midnight for sure. Do you need me?
No, I need to do things in the proper order. Unplug the light before trying to move the light.
I mean, that's true.
I mean, I could have done it the other way, but it would have made a mess, and then somebody would have been like, Overwatch, it's your fault. It's like, no, it's Jinx's fault, and so on, and you know. Then we have a Tuesday.
We are accepting gracious, generous donations so we could get bigger lights in the studio, so we could stop seeing Overwatch mumble through and try to set up a light in the middle of the scene. However, it was very good. It worked.
It was cool.
Where'd my mom go? I
And-
helped.
And it also made, you know, the seer mad, which, you know, is always fun.
As you do.
I mean, I have to have my hobbies. Sunshine, can you take this before I, you know, hurt somebody with it? And I'm the somebody. Alright.
Then it'll be several.
Yeah, but he'll grow back.
I mean, that's probably true. I will.
I mean, it's me, so it would probably happen.
Alright. That's good. That's good. Should probably put a bounty board out or something. Like, we want these things.
Yeah,
People
like
just
yeah,
buy them.
absolutely. Like Elite Encounters Most Wanted.
Right. Like maybe somebody buys a light and we give them like 3 years worth of like God status or whatever. We'll talk about it
Indeed.
someday.
But awesome way that you could help support the show is if you go over to Patreon, look up Elite Encounters and go there. We have updated all of the rewards there. We took the liberty to make sure that at every tier above the very generic basic tier, you would get a physical item from us to say thank you for your support. It ranges from the t-shirt that Overwatch has on that says Elite across the chest to thank you, Vanna Overwatch, to the Elite Encounters hoodie that has the double E on the side there. What are you doing? Try that. The hoodie has the the double E's on the left chest there, and also can include a minifigure of your choice of your favorite character from Soul Severed or any of the campaigns that we do. So, yes, thank you, Laura, for dropping that in there. Also, there is some very cool and special news coming. We are not at liberty to discuss yet any kind of specifics, but there are new things on the horizon.
Do I know?
Huh?
Have you talked to me about what they are?
Oh, always.
Okay. Well, because you're like, hey, we're talking about things. I'm like, when did we talk about it? Was I dead?
You may have been dead,
Okay.
but you know about it.
Sweet.
But we are in the works to bring you, how do we put this? Another show on another day.
New and exciting things.
Yeah, new and exciting things, Sunshine says.
That thing.
Yeah, new and exciting things. So stay tuned for that. We have some new and exciting faces to go with our new and exciting things that will join the cast for this particular show. Like I said, we don't have the exact hard details for you yet because we're still ironing a lot of that stuff out. But as soon as we do, we will start blasting social media and all of the places that you can look for content from Elite Encounters for all of that information. So stay tuned there. Big things coming on the horizon. It's going to be awesome. So
Make a lot of noise about it.
we'll make lots of noise for sure.
Like this.
Also, in our cool little Villains View show this evening, we have a couple of new faces, right? So on the other side of the seer there, we want to thank Nate for jumping in and playing Chevy. And then Casey, wherever the heck she has run off to, she's short, you may miss her.
She's streaming.
Yeah. She is playing Runa. And so obviously we want to thank them for jumping in and playing this evening. We're going to have Rev. Rev was going to join us this evening, but due to some bugs that may be going around as far as like sickness and illness, we want to make sure that everyone stays safe and taken care of. So, Rev, we miss you, buddy. If you are watching, we do miss you. I can't wait to have you join us at the table. So, again, thank you guys for coming and playing along. We are always interested in expanding the horizons of the people that dabble in Elite Encounters and what we do here. And again, I hope you enjoy this little sideshow mission of what Several has been up to. He's not a very happy guy right now, and I know that doesn't make for the greatest of content, but a lot of people have asked, hey, where the heck is Several? When are we going to get him back? I'm pretty sure Barnabas is content that we're never even going to look for the guy ever again. You guys are just going to go traipsing through the fiery plane of all of his nightmares for the rest of his existence.
The fiery plane of fire.
Yeah, the fiery plane of Barnabas's nightmares. So eventually the stories will coincide, hopefully, and maybe the group will go look for Several, or maybe Several will go look for the group.
We are looking for you. Except we're looking for a weapon to kill her before we get to you.
We're gonna need a bigger table.
The squish.
A bigger table? That sounds like it should go on our wish list.
I think it's on the wish list.
Yeah, but we need to publish the wish list.
Overwatch.
What?
Make it so.
My bad. I didn't realize that I was being given a directive.
Oh, no directive.
Uh-huh.
Not yet.
Okay.
I liked having them here as your villains, with your villains,
Why?
because it gives new faces and
Oh,
new blood.
Yeah, I like that. That's fun. That's fun stuff.
Depth.
It's not the same people playing villains.
Plus,
People get a break.
I get to sit on the big cushy.
and take pictures,
Yes,
right?
I did.
I know you- I know you did.
I turned the thing off. I swear.
I guess. Who's is anyone curious out there in I watched the Streamland about what the note was that Several had in his.
Oh no, you don't get to play about that yet.
Hey, no one asked you. Shut up.
Hey, look, a distraction.
Yeah. Oh look, a distraction. Yeah, Several was able to pocket a note. He gave her some of them, but he was able to pocket one. So, whew.
Well, Seer says I can't tell you. It's not time.
No. Hey, you know what? They may actually receive it at some point. You never know.
Maybe.
Oh, well, I guess you do know since we're going through your memories. So,
Yeah, let me see if it's this. Maybe I should-
Yeah, but I can't give away all the secrets. What's the fun in that?
oh, I forgot what I was just doing. Whoops.
Trying to kill the party.
Again.
Oh, okay.
Here's the
So,
thing now, so-
all right. So I think we're about ready to get right back into this, but I wanted to throw out something to you guys. You know, Charlotte is a pretty big dragon. She's also a vampire. So obviously she's a big threat. And considering she's also going after the icons, who knows? Even if they get Several back, we do maybe need a bigger table because eventually, who knows, maybe these groups will go head to head. So,
Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
we'll see how you guys' memories go. So,
I just remember making headstones for everyone who's dead.
Everybody.
Stuck up stone carving?
You know, I do have crafting. It doesn't mean I'm good at it.
Everyone.
gosh.
crap.
Why is everything on the floor? Okay. All right. So, morning is coming.
Mm-hmm.
I need more drinks. Sorry.
Remember that time we all got drunk?
That was fantastic. Incanati's Day is great.
A little bit.
I mean, you know, most realms call it the New Year. We call it Incanati's Day, and Incanati's Day is fantastic.
Some of us remember, some of us
If,
don't.
if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it.
Guys, if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. If you feel in the mood to drink along and drink when the party has to drink. You will feel
don't die.
great by the end.
Don't follow Sunshine and Silver.
Yeah, don't drink when Sunshine and Silver drink because
No,
you'll be
no, they were
shit toasty.
shit toasty before we even got to break, guys, and kept going.
But that's
So,
how you have a really good time.
oh, they had a blast. They had an absolute
Oh,
blast.
it was super
So,
good time.
And remember it too.
Yeah. All right,
right.
so we're looking over this wall onto this lowered in.
Well, you are.
Yeah, I'm looking, which all that matters. Over this wall onto this lowered platform where people are walking. She said that we're trying to get to that central pillar where the thing is at the top, correct?
Looks like you have an entire city between you guys and that.
Great. I'll report down to Chevy and Runa what I see and what it looks like.
Are we still hanging out on this ledge? Okay.
You guys are hanging out on the ledge below, unless you were you making some holds and bringing them to the closest ledge or what?
Yeah, the closest ledge to wherever it was we were.
Still don't want to yell down to them, but
No. Hey! Oh, that sounds weird. All right, so yeah, up this way here, there's the big giant wall. Down below is the walkway where people are walking. We have quite a substantial distance still between us and wherever it is we're trying to get to. We can continue to try and scale around this thing like we're doing. I don't know how long that will take. We can go over the wall onto the road. I don't know how wise that is either, considering most of this place is dwarven, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of this place is dwarven, and I'm not a dwarf, you're not a dwarf, and she's not a dwarf. I think we'd be in for a lot of questions that we probably don't want to answer. So, do we have any other alternatives or ideas? Because my idea is just to continue to scale around this thing, climbing it.
I'm not opposed to piggybacking either, Mom and me.
All right, fine. What do you think, little one?
We're gonna find a way in somewhere.
Okay. I guess then we will work our way around, trying to scale
Kinda
around everything.
down that walkway from far away. It looked like maybe it was just a walkway out to
Mm-hmm.
the little tower, but the closer you get, the more massive this place has become.
I've
And
been told
again, 45 feet on one side of these square pillars that you guys just climbed is not enough to hold what you see above you. You guys are looking at it, and as you look, you see that even from this side of this pillar, you guys can see the main tower. Those windows and those archways and everything seems to be built for giants. And as you were looking at the little tower that's attached to the end of that walkway, which just kind of hangs out about 50 feet beyond the pillar with no supports leaning down to it, it looks made for a giant too. It looks big enough to hold 3 or 4 homes of giants just within that one tower. However, the people you were seeing on that walkway, on that road, definitely dwarven size. So, you guys continue along the side. The wind buffeting here and there, but not quite so bad. There's not even marring in this stone. It doesn't look wind cut. It doesn't look like it's worn by the wind that constantly blows. And as you continue along and you get closer to the actual city part, what is your perception DC again? Several.
25.
All right. With 25, you see an indention in the stone up ahead as it gets close to where it connects to the main part of the city.
Okay. I will set our path so that we kind of end up at that little indention there.
Okay.
Looks suspicious.
All right. Well, you're going to get to it first. You get to it, and there's definitely a ledge in about 10 feet, and it's about 15 feet wide. And it seems to just abruptly end in a stone wall.
This seems strange. I'm going to search this area to see if it's like maybe a hidden door or a platform or a little switch or anything like that.
Roll perception.
Can I assist?
As you guys get to that point, you kind of, as he starts looking, carefully looking at it, you guys are coming onto that indention now. So, yes,
31.
You can go kind of take a look as well.
20.
So 32.
Okay, so with that assist, yes, 32. There is definitely some kind of something that would open here. And with that 32, you know that it's going to slide up into whatever is above.
Is there a obvious lip on the floor, like where a door would come down and like rest on the floor?
It looks as if it's part of it. It's very cleverly. You can see it barely, but it's very, very well hidden in there. The only reason that you can tell is because you're checking everything out and you look at the top and you're looking at the bottom, and there's a little bit more of a give between where the wall touches the top. At the bottom, there's no
Right.
opening, so if this is going to move out of the way, you're pretty sure it's going to go up. There's no divide on the side. It almost looks, it's been so well crafted, it almost looks like it's still mortared in with the rest of the surrounding.
Are there any like mechanical devices or anything around that we could spot that would lift the door?
Give me a perception.
That is a 21.
21. You're looking around and you're not quite seeing anything that would lift it. You're not sure exactly how it would move.
I'm going to try and just see if I can just move it with my strength and just try to see if I can move the wall at all.
Okay.
You want just strength? Is that
Yeah,
what you
give me a strength.
want? Ooh. 22.
22. You get all of it and you're trying to move it, and you're not feeling it budge.
Okay. I don't know, but I don't think we have enough time to fuck around with this.
What if it's our way in?
Would you like to take a look at it?
Is there
I
any way to
step
open
back.
this?
Perception, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
31.
31, you do a careful inspection of the actual door itself, and you go looking kind of at the wall around and the floor. And as you're looking and carefully inspecting, you realize at about your height, there's a small seam that's missing mortar. and there's this shining, silvery looking thread. Roll, just give me a general d20 roll for a moment.
5.
Okay, you're not sure what that's made of, but it's definitely very shiny and silverish. And as you kind of try to pick at it with a fingernail or maybe a lockpick or something, and you get your lockpick and you touch it, and that's definitely the sound of metal and metal, but this is as small as a strand that would be in the weave of cloth. And as you follow it through that crack, you find one of the stones is attached to it. And you're pretty sure it might move.
Like it's a button?
Like maybe it's a pull. But that's such a thin piece that you feel like if you pull it, it might break, but that wouldn't make sense. They would do that.
Is there a way to make sure this isn't a trap? Like we're not going to get entombed in stone or anything?
Yeah, you definitely don't see any trap around here. And even with that thought and with that perception check that you got, you kind of back away from that. She was very much intent on this spot on the right-hand side. She goes and backs up and starts looking at the wall, floor, ceiling, and you go even all the way to the edge. And as she's doing that, you guys look over at that crack area where she was looking, you see that shining little silver thread as well. You're pretty sure there's no trap over here.
I'll pull it.
Okay, so you go back and you pull it. Surprisingly, it does not snap. And as you pull it, you hear this, and then you hear this kind of grinding sound. Maybe like gears turning. Not quite a tick, but just a kind of a grinding. And
Fine, I won't give you any sound effects.
I believe that's Jinx's job. But you see suddenly it goes very quietly. After that grinding sound, you see it just float up. Now it stops at about dwarf height. So you two
I
tall
don't
guys.
duck.
No, you don't have to duck. But you two would have to definitely crouch down a little bit to go walking in. Not far, but it's a few feet shorter than a door would be for you.
I'm flashy, so I'll roll underneath it.
Okay. You roll on in. You just walk right under.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'll just bend over and
You guys find a darkened hallway within.
can you see in the dark?
Can I see in the dark? Where am I looking for that?
I have low light vision, if that helps.
Halflings do too, don't they?
So see in dim light. How dark are we talking here?
You see the hallway is kind of goes on a little bit forward, and then you can kind of see to the right, but you have the light coming in kind of from the doorway, but you can't tell if there's any light beyond that.
Right. I'll go first.
Okay. So you go walk up to where the hallway turns, and you look, and there's some torchlight up ahead.
28 stealth.
Okay.
$18.
Okay.
$33.
All right. So you guys go creeping forward. Several in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
You get about 10 feet beyond that bend, and I need a reflex.
$28.
With the 28, you avoid the different stone on the floor. You're not quite sure, but it could have been some kind of trap or trigger of something.
Hey. Don't step there. Got it. Seems sus.
Totes.
Okay. Runa, would you like to look and see what that is as you're going past it?
Yes.
No cap.
Do we need Microwatch over here to translate?
She has no clue.
That's her generation's talk. Come on now.
Are you speaking
20?
noob?
Perception, right?
Yes,
20.
20. You take a look at it. Yeah, that's definitely a floor depression. But you're not sure what exactly it does. You don't see any trap around the area, so maybe it closes the door. Maybe it opens the door from in here. You're not sure.
I'm not fucking with it.
Or maybe there's a trap. Yeah. All right, so you guys continue on. You find that you're in almost an underground roadway type place. It's a little taller than dwarven height should be, and as you come to the end of the next hall, you start hearing more and more foot traffic, and you see dwarves up ahead just kind of moving along through here. You seem to have come in and gotten in under the city and into their area. So you're coming upon more of a populated area with no real way to turn off.
Seems like where they keep their skivvy toilet.
What?
Hey,
You're done.
yeah,
Yeah.
bet.
I don't know that we're going to be able to avoid any kind of interaction after moving out of this hallway. So just be ready.
Always ready.
Just kind of like sit and watch for the kind of a lull in the traffic, I guess, or the footsteps or the people, and then just kind of be like, now.
Okay.
And
So
I
you're
don't know
you're
where
kind
we're
of
going, but we're
kind of observing people as they're going past, trying to figure out when you can go. Give me a wisdom check.
$17.
All right, with a 17, you do see things that are not dwarves. They're very muted and very quiet. They're moving along behind dwarves, heads down, not really looking around. And if you see something that is not a dwarf, you see a human or an elf moving around that is not a dwarf, they are quite determined and fixated on where they're going, and they're very quickly moving. They're not looking at the dwarves, and they're staying out of their way.
How are they dressed?
There's a mix. It's anywhere from rags to robes,
Okay,
pauper to royalty.
gotcha.
But they don't interact with the dwarves, and you definitely do not notice any weaponry on any of them.
My cloak over my rapier to kind of conceal a little bit.
Okay.
Just act like you belong.
Yeah.
With the shiny mask on your face. When we first started, folks, people thought that was a glitch happening on his face. It was pretty entertaining for me, but we've gotten better cameras since then.
Yeah, so I will do the best I can. Seems how I have been instructed. I can't take it off. I will just kind of keep my head down as much as I can, pull my little jacket up a little.
That's too bad you don't have a cloak, huh?
Yeah, whatever.
Do you need a hood?
No.
So, Civil, why do you wear that mask?
I don't wear the mask for me. I wear it for you.
I'm not into that thing. I'm not into that kind of thing.
I wish I could say the same. Let's go.
All right. I'm going to need a deception from all of you.
I might as well just introduce myself on the way.
You're not stealthing. You're trying to fit in. You're trying to perform, perhaps.
I have a dirty 20.
24.
15. I didn't fail. Kind
Well,
of.
you don't know. It's
Well, I
versus
didn't roll a
perception
one.
DCs. Well, yeah, you didn't auto fail or fail spectacularly, but you might have failed. You never know. All right, so you guys kind of join the movement, and without trying to just jump into a crowd, you start moving along through these areas. How are you trying? Where are you trying to go, and how are you trying to do that?
I want to bring up the rear, and I will just kind of gesture in the direction that we need to get to. Like the big building was that way, we're going that way, and I would like Chevy to walk first, and I want to put Runa in between us.
Okay.
I'll lead the way.
All right.
Going toward the big building.
You're trying to figure out how to get there and know all that stuff, huh? How would you like to do that? How are you going to keep yourself on task and in the right direction?
We can't see it from here.
You guys seem to be under,
Oh, we're under it. Okay.
yeah, under the city itself. It seems to have multiple layers.
We would know which direction we came in from, so I'm going to kind of orient myself to that and head in the direction that I think it is
Okay.
best until we get closer toward the middle.
Would you like to try society or survival? Which would you like? Would you like to try to keep direction in mind, or would you like to use cues from the people around you to figure it out?
I'll keep the direction in mind, so I'll
Okay.
do survival.
Roll survival.
That's a natural 20.
Yes.
Oh,
For a 31 total.
there you go.
Yes.
It's as if he's been here before.
He made this place.
Yeah. It's if you knew where you were going. You pretty deftly lead them through. And are you wanting to stay in the underground, or would you like to go up?
I think we'd probably stay in the underground until we get as close as possible. Maybe
Okay.
look for a way up when we get closer.
You find that most of this you're having to keep the idea of the direction oriented in your mind, whereas everything is not sloping and elegant, but there is a circular pattern to their streets. But the city itself is very square. The buildings are square, but as you're moving through, you realize that it seems to spiral toward the center. So keeping that in mind as you're moving through and making adjustments to side roads and such.
Okay.
You finally get to where you see several grand staircase looking areas, and you see some that have ramps where they bring carts and carriages down, or the stairs where people can walk. And this is pretty busy through here. But you finally get to one of those grand staircase and ramps, and you're pretty sure you're right at the large tower.
See any way up? Any staircases?
You
or-
got the grand
The grand
staircase
staircase.
and the road essentially up. So people can walk up and down, or they can take the road with carts and beasts of burden and stuff.
What does it look like other people are doing? Mainly the dwarves. What are they?
They're moving about their business.
Okay, so there's no like guards stopping anybody or anything.
Not that you've seen, no.
Okay.
You guys, that is something you've noticed. There's not any guards patrolling. You haven't seen anyone particularly in a uniform. You've seen an armored dwarf here and there, and they all seem to just ignore all of you. You've seen a few humans that might have given you guys an awkward glance, but that's about it.
Good job.
You ready to go up there?
Yeah, let's go. Faster we get this over with, the faster we can get back.
All right, I'll lead on.
You guys go heading up the stairs or up the ramp? Foot traffic goes up both?
What do you guys think our best bet is here?
Probably the ramp.
Ramp it is.
With your perception DCs, what do we have? I know several's.
That's
Add-
10 plus perception.
Add 10 to your perception. And
23.
tell me what that is.
24.
Okay. Definitely can't miss it. As you guys are coming up the ramp, a very ostentatious, very elaborate, but black carriage is coming down the ramp. And at least you, several, are pretty sure you've seen that carriage before. You recognize it. You knew who was in it the last time you saw it. And the last time you saw that person, it was a little awkward and weird, huh? But you do see it coming down through there. And you guys are
Bet
still
they
trying to...
have invitations.
There's definitely... It's a very, very large carriage. 4 horses pulling it. How in the world they got it up here, you're not sure. Probably the elevator, but... Black horses almost prancing as they're going down the ramp. And there's no driver. Just continuing on.
I'm glancing at him.
I want... Yeah. So, the carriage is going the opposite direction we're going?
Yeah, you guys are going up, it's coming down.
I would like to sleight of hand a piece of paper into the window of the
Cipro has
carriage.
that skill? Yeah, I know. Sunshine is laughing her ass off over there.
That's
The
what I
look
wanna
on
do.
his face to me. All right. You want to try to give me a thievery?
I rolled a 19, so you can kiss my ass. 22.
22. Okay. That doesn't beat you guys' perception DC, does it?
No.
Okay. So what do they see you do?
Well, one, they're in front of me. We're walking this direction.
Oh, they still beat you.
I understand that.
DC.
I'm just telling. I'm setting the scene. So, we're walking. The cart is coming this way. It's loud, ostentatious. There is no driver. The blah 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 blah. Several is walking. He's got his head down. He reaches into his pocket, grabs a piece of paper, and goes.
Into the
Into the carriage.
Okay. So maybe like up where the driver should be, like where his feet would go, or
No, into the window, like where the windows
Okay.
are, like in the
whether it's open or not, just in.
yes.
Okay.
I've been in that carriage. I know there are gaps between the door and the door frame. I could wedge a piece of paper in between there if I have to.
All right. Just shoving it in there.
Yep.
Got it. That's great. All right. So you guys definitely see him do that. And just keep walking.
Yeah.
About 10 feet, and you guys see the carriage stop.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna keep walking and watching the carriage.
Okay. Walking, looking over your shoulder.
Are there any like little statues or like an alleyway or anything we could dart behind really quick?
Nothing really on the ramp, no.
Okay. I'm just gonna try to blend in with the crowd.
Okay. So you just keep walking up the ramp.
I'm still moving.
Okay. Carriage stops. You see carriage door open, and then it shuts. And then it keeps moving. Natural 20. All right. So, yes, that's all you guys see.
What a bitch.
All right. So you guys continue up,
Yep.
and this immense tower lies ahead of you up the ramp. The doors built for giants, double doors that reach up 20, 25 feet. Yet all you see are dwarves and maybe humans. A halfling and gnome here and there.
I think we just keep our head down and keep walking with a purpose of wherever it is we're heading.
Okay.
We have an agenda. Everyone else walks with a purpose. Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go.
So just walking straight toward the first double doors you
Yep.
see on that.
Yep.
Just acting like we belong here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me another deception.
20.
31.
31, 20.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no. Oh.
I don't even know why you asked. You should have known by the way I laughed.
I don't know this guy. I'm just gonna.
I think I'm worried about trying to get, like, make sure I grabbed the right piece of paper, and I'm just kind of like messing with things, and like he stops so he can see what's going on, and I run right into the back of Runa, and I'm just like, fuck, damn it.
Yeah, you walk right into the back of Runa, and you guys all hear a gruff but feminine voice go, "They have weapons! The elf has a weapon!" As he bumped into you, Dawnbreaker became visible.
Nice job.
I'd like to use no cause for alarm to try to reduce panic around me if anybody like in the
Oh.
nearby area has panic.
What does that allow you to do?
You attempt to reduce panic, attempt a diplomacy check comparing it to the will DC of creatures in a 10-foot emanation around you who are frightened. So if anybody gets frightened by that, I'm trying to reduce them.
Okay, you're trying to reduce panic and reduce frighten.
Yeah.
But you know what? Why don't you give me diplomacy as you, or well, actually, I would want a deception if you want to try to maybe explain away why he has a weapon. Because apparently he's not supposed to have one.
Yep. So that's a 9 and 12, 20. No, can't add. 17.
Okay.
I still can't add. What is that? 21.
21.
Math is hard.
Man, yeah.
You need your math rocks. All right, so what is the total?
21.
21. Okay. How would you like to explain away his weapon?
Purely decorative. No function.
This burly dwarf that had a woman's voice, but doesn't look very feminine as she walks up. Are you lying to me? Are you human?
I am.
Human?
I would never lie, mon ami.
While they're chatting, I'm gonna go a different direction.
You're gonna slip off that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe our good friend Runa has an ability that allows her, if long as she's by people who are taller than her
Medium or large?
medium or larger, she can use them as cover and hide and disappear.
All right.
That's what I was just reading, actually.
It's kind,
Okay, so
it's kind of BA,
Runa kind of goes and just,
like a fart in the wind.
yeah.
Well, I'm standing
good talk.
between two people that are bigger than me already, so
May have been why I put you there.
So you, Victoire, what is your stealth DC?
It's that bird again.
Yeah, what is that?
Please
that
stand
this?
clear of the door.
Is that this
is
or
it
is
just
that?
the base?
Is it the tablets making the
Could be.
noise?
Yeah.
Oh,
This dwarven society is protected by vipers. Stand back.
Well, this tablet was muted, so it wasn't this one.
it might be yours then. I don't know. So
The bell has a line through it.
maybe there's another one over there on the floor. Who knows? All right. So you're trying to explain it away, and with the 21, let me see it. Yeah, that's elven made. Of course, it's decorative. Takes a good look at it. Pulls it slightly out of the sheath. Looks keenly at
How close is she to
Blade.
my face?
She's right beside you and comes up to about here on you. And she's grabbed the blade, pulled it out, and is looking at it very carefully. Still partially within the sheath, but
I just go,
okay. Are you attempting anything? Okay. This has a blade that's keen on it. You'll both come with me. Where's the other one?
What other one?
This way. And she pulls Dawnbreaker from its sheath and holds onto it. You guys following her?
mm-hmm.
She just about faces and starts walking as if, I know you're going to follow me. I'm not even looking. So you guys follow. And Runa, you went off the other direction. You obviously are not seen. What are you doing?
I'm going to follow at a distance.
Okay, so you're following them. You guys follow, and she takes you guys around to the right of the citadel, the big tower, and toward a building that's a little darker. The stone here has been very light gray and has been. You've got a lot of windows and large things going on, but as you come up to this building, it's a little darker, and you do see bars on the windows.
When we go around the corner, what is the proportion of people in this area versus where we were previously?
It's not zero people, but it's not a busy thoroughfare. So.
Okay.
And as you guys are heading toward that building, you see armored and uniformed dwarves standing near. You guys get close and you can tell me anything you would like to do as you're coming within 30 feet. You see her start to raise
How badly do you want
Dawnbreaker.
that blade back, Cyril?
I won't leave here without it.
I attempt to disarm her of the blade.
All right.
It's an athletics check against her reflex DC.
Okay, go for it.
13 plus 17 is 30 plus 1 because it's a bravado action for me, so 31.
Okay. With a 31, that will do it. So you grab blade out. It drops into the floor.
I would like to make an
Still grab?
acrobatics check to tumble through the square and grab the blade.
Okay, go for it.
Uh, 31.
Okay, 31, that'll do it. All right, and that is going to be initiative. Lovely.
Yay, fighting.
Oof.
Or running. Don't know which one they're going to do yet.
Only an 18 on this one.
Only an 18 on this one. Let me move some things here. All right. So, several things happen at this point. As you guys disarm this dwarf, and he goes tumbling through and grabs the weapon, you guys definitely can see that the dwarves that were standing over there that are in guard uniform are noticing the movement and the blade and the non-dwarves. They immediately pulled weapons, and that is when the initiative starts. So, there are 3 of them, plus the one that took your, weapon to begin with. And you're not sure how many are in that building.
No, but I'm sure we're going to find out.
I don't know how many they're going to use. But I know how many they're going to bring. All of them. All right. So, anybody over 30?
I have a 34.
All right. 25 to 30.
29.
29. And what do you have, Chevy?
18.
18. All right, so Cyril, what would you like to do?
So I'm through the square, got the blade. I want to stand up behind her with my blade across her neck.
So you want to get a hold of her, taking her hostage?
17, and that's 13, so 30.
30 on your...
Essentially to grab her and have
Okay.
the blade across her neck, my arm like over her, kind of a thing.
Okay.
So I've grabbed her, and then, so that's one action. Second action, up the side of the building.
The one with the bars or the...
Whatever the one is that's
The
right
tower.
there. The tower that was right there.
Well, you guys were in the street.
Okay.
So
whatever
you
the
can
closest
give me
building
a-
to me is, I'm getting elevation.
Okay, so you're going on the tower.
Sure.
Okay. All right, so you put your hand on the tower and just start moving yourself up using your feet and your hands. And you go up how far?
I go up 40 feet. That's one action.
Okay. I do want another,
Athletics check.
athletics check to hold on to that. Hold on to her.
15. 28.
Okay.
Is that right? Yeah. 28.
All right. So that would bring us then to Runa.
I'm just gonna wait again.
Gonna hold,
But if-
hold and see what's getting ready to happen with these guys.
Yeah.
Like, I can't have shinies if I'm dead. Got it. Okay, Chevy, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna try to create a distraction again, or more point toward him, so that their focus is on him going up the wall, and I can kind of blend back in.
Okay.
And kind of get out of here a little bit.
Okay.
So we're looking for stealth, or you want like more of a, I guess create a distraction is a thing. I'll do
Yeah,
that.
create a distraction, I believe, is your deception.
Yep. Let's say 12 plus 12 is 24.
Okay.
Very nice.
And it's
All
bravado
right.
action, so 25. I get it plus 1 on bravado
What
actions.
kind of thing are you doing to distract?
I just point up at him and yell, "He's climbing a wall!
He's got a prisoner.
He's got a prisoner!"
He's got a sword.
He's
Weapons.
climbing a wall.
You idiots! We've all got swords.
Oh, we're such geeks. All right. All right. You hear people start echoing you. He's climbing the wall. He's got a prisoner. He's got a sword.
And I'll take advantage of that panic to kind of try to blend in with the crowd as they're like looking up at him and everyone's distracted.
Okay. Roll stealth. You trying to blend with the crowd, or are you trying to get out of sight?
Get out of sight. So
Give
like,
me a stealth then.
Yeah. That's only a 15.
Okay. All right. So you see him point up at you and then slip off
That's fine.
kind of behind a cart that's situated on the side of the road. You also see that, Runa. Would you like to do anything, or were you still holding?
I also saw what?
You saw him slip behind a cart off to the side. He's not hidden very well, but what's your stealth DC, though?
Stealth DC, so
10 plus your stealth.
okay. 23.
Okay. The initial hiding, not very good. But, once he's over there, he kind of shifts and everything. Anybody looking now is probably not going to quite see him. But
So I don't need to worry about him anymore.
Probably
I need
not.
to worry about
he made everybody look
the favorite toy.
at Cyril.
I squeak when I get bitten, okay?
Toy.
He made a pretty good distraction himself, so
Yeah, he did. You definitely had bonuses on that. All right.
You're welcome.
So what would you like to do, Runa?
Are there any buildings nearby?
Yeah, you've got the large tower that he's climbed up part of that you guys are trying to get into, and then you have what looks like that probably jail right there. There's a few smaller buildings near it. One of them seems to be a shop front of some kind.
I'm gonna go peek in the jail.
Okay. All right, so you go sneaking over to the jail, and they've made this place so big. It's like, why do dwarves need this much room? But you can barely get your head up and look through the first of the barred windows, and it seems that even the front area they've got barred windows on. So as you look, you see a dwarf behind a desk who seems like he's grabbing things to get up and go running out as well. And as you're looking, you see 3 or 4 soldiers coming from a back room and heading toward the front door. So what you're seeing is the intake area where everybody is, and maybe where the soldiers go.
Do I see any prisoners?
You don't see any prisoners through there.
Okay.
Not through that window.
Shop front it is.
Okay. So you go back to the shop front. It looks like a little statue shop or
I'm gonna
figurines.
conveniently open the door when he needs it open.
Okay. He's on the tower.
He's on the tower?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were on the tower.
No, he's climbing the tower with one hand
snuck
because he
away.
has climb
Oh.
speed. And he's pulling the person up with him. There does seem to be a door or two along the bottom of the tower over here, but much smaller.
I'll go in there.
Okay. You get over there. Give me a perception on the first door you get to.
24.
24. That one is locked. Would you like to start trying to pick that lock?
Yes.
Okay.
You can pick a lock using one action instead of two.
Oh, well, there you go. Use your last action and do that.
Ta-da.
And if she gets a success, she also gets a critical success to unlock the door.
Go for it. Roll your thievery.
Thievery. 32.
You definitely get that door open. It's quite a complicated lock. Definitely not a critical. And you were kind of worried for a moment that you might not be able to get it. The DC was 30. But you got.
She
you
has an
barely
ability
get it.
that says if she gets a success, it turns it into a critical
Oh, it
success.
turns it into
Yes.
a critical.
How do you critically succeed picking a lock?
Yeah, I'm not
Isn't
sure what it does with
you either
it.
open or you don't.
It's
It
probably one of
relocks
those like you
behind
could
me.
fail unlocking the door and
It
it blows up in your
relocks
face, or you could
behind.
critically fail and it.
Well, if you
Right.
wanted
You know.
to, maybe. But if
Yeah,
you're trying to
let's do
keep it
that.
open,
Well, if he's already climbing the building.
he's climbing the building, but he's also being watched by all kinds of people and might need a way out or whatever. I don't know. So you've unlocked it. That's the end of yours. And it is now the guard's turn. So the two that were over by the prison, they come rushing over. And we don't really need the map because you're up on a wall. He's hiding at the moment. We'll see if anybody goes into anything else. But they are going to pull out what look like crossbows. And they're shooting. What is your AC?
26, unless you're going to give me a bonus for holding a hostage in
I
front of
mean,
me.
you do have kind of a shield in front of you. Have a
So that
person in there.
raising a shield would give me 3 more.
So you're wanting to use her as a shield.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Dwarven shield.
All right.
I've never had a dwarven pincushion before.
Meat shield.
All right.
Still
So
still breathing shield.
they release and nothing hits
choo, choo.
around you. One tinks off of the armored chest piece that she's wearing, and that's about it. So
You know, if they keep that up, one of them are going to hit you.
that will bring us to Slipper. What would you like to do?
40 feet up.
Going 40 feet.
40
up?
feet up. 40 feet up.
So you go 120 feet up this tower.
Yep.
All right.
Now where are you going to go?
You are quite a bit up, and right about there is where you're going to have another lip that you can, looks like maybe some kind of balcony or something. So you're right there at that.
Okay.
Runa.
I am not going to be at the place where, like, if I see that the balcony is here, I'm going to be below it, so that way she can't have any kind of
Yep.
just like there's no advantage of her to try to do anything. So
Yep.
if she wants to get froggy, I'll let her ass drop,
200 feet.
200 feet to her best friends.
All right, Runa.
I'm going in.
He's up there. Okay. You go in. What are you doing with your other two?
Looking for stairs.
Looking for stairs. You don't see any right in the immediate vicinity? Moving on, or... Okay. Chevy.
I'm gonna pull out my disguise kit and try to like swap out my hat and jacket really quick, just so that the flashy red isn't
Just take
around.
getting rid of
Yeah.
the red.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, give me a perception. Let's see if you could notice where Runa went.
22.
22 beat your stealth DC?
It's plus 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
All right.
Close.
Yeah.
But no cigar.
All right. So you take your round to swap that out.
Okay.
The guards go rushing in different directions at this point. Like, they're not going to try to shoot him from up there, but there's a few that stay here. Some go this way, some go that way. You see them kind of pouring out of that jail area. You also see some coming around the corner. It seems he has kicked a hornet's nest. With that DC, you do see a few smaller doors along the bottom of the tower.
Okay.
All right. So you have a few moments with no combat, as she doesn't seem to be struggling.
Good girl.
So what would you like to do, Sibrel?
On this ledge, does it look like there's a way into the building from this ledge, or
Oh, yeah,
is
it's
it
some
just
kind of
a ledge?
balcony.
Okay, yeah, we're not letting her down here.
Okay.
We're looking for a place that doesn't have a way in, that there's a ledge.
There's one probably about 40 feet down and over there.
Oh, up. If we're going anywhere, we're going up.
Okay. All right. So you go up probably about another 80 feet and around the balcony,
Sure.
and you might be able to find some kind of
I'll-
ledge. It's like one of those little. It sticks out. There's a little spike on it.
Yep.
Decorative.
So, one action. Natural 20. Thank you. Athletics. Whatever weapon she has on her. Whoosh.
She doesn't.
Okay, great. Then I won't even do that. And fuck her.
No weapon.
So I'll take her up the 80 feet onto the ledge.
She has the armor.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Okay.
I'll take her up, and she have a key ring, maybe?
I'll give you that natural 20 to find that. You do find keys on her.
Schwink.
Just throw them.
Oh, just take
you
them.
took 'em.
Schwink.
All right.
And then,
Don't want to waste a natural 20, right?
right, so I'll
Right.
take the key ring, and then I set her on the ledge. And then I'll say, if you're good, I'll come back and get you. If you're not, you may have to jump. And I'll go up.
She just kind of puts her back to the wall and stays there. You're continuing up. Okay. All right. You guys are well and truly split apart now. So, well, I don't know. You guys might be able to come back together at some point here, but what are you doing? Because you're the one still outside of the citadel.
I'm gonna try to make my way inside the building that he was climbing.
Okay.
Then,
You want to go try those smaller?
yeah.
They're
I'll try.
kind of like they're very unobtrusive, like servants' doors type thing.
Okay. Yeah. Is one of them unlocked? Maybe.
Okay, you just
I'll
gonna go jiggle
to
handles.
Go jiggle the first one. Is it?
Did you want it to lock behind you?
Since I didn't decide, I mean, unless it's gonna magically lock behind me now.
Okay. You do find one that's open.
I'll go in.
Nice.
Okay. You go in, you see a hallway. Probably not far behind you, but so as you go in, you kind of looking around. You've got, hallway. You're in like the servants' hallways. You're essentially in the walls. So you both have gone in.
So I hear somebody else come
You
in.
hear somebody. You hear the door behind you. Maybe a minute later, if that. Like 30 seconds after you go through.
Go peek and see who it is.
With your disguise kit, you were just throwing on different clothes.
Yeah.
He has got a different jacket over top of his red jacket, and his
I'm
hat's
gonna
nowhere
go
to be
lock
seen.
the door.
Okay. She comes running past you and locks the door.
She says, putting a red jacket on top of a red jacket doesn't work.
This is Maul.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My bad.
Okay. You can lock it. It's pretty easy to lock. You just use the latch.
Yeah.
On this side.
Nice.
Since I can't find any stairs in the immediate vicinity, and this is slave quarters, do they have any?
It's
those,
like the servant hallways to keep you out of sight.
Or yeah, that's what I meant. Those little.
Dumbwaiter?
Yeah. Are there any of those?
Looking for a dumbwaiter. Okay.
I'm small enough to fit in one, and he can.
All right. So give me a perception as you start searching. How far up are you going, Several, while I'm getting that roll?
I mean, we have to get to the top to get the thing.
She just said it was in that tower.
Yeah, if I was putting something in this tower, I'd put it at the top.
Okay.
How tall, like how much more do I have to go?
Hundreds of feet. This
Hundreds
thing is
of
massive.
feet?
Yeah, it's probably at least... It's about 900 feet tall.
This is terrible planing.
Yeah, it's huge.
Sure. I will. So I've worked my way around the building, around the thing.
I mean, you...
To drop her
after-
off on the thing.
Yeah, after going a few more rounds, you're hearing the commotion below. They're trying to look up and find you on the building.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. I will make my way back down to the little ledge in the balcony and go in through the balcony.
Okay. All right. As you're going toward the door, you hear above you. Kind of peek up. You can give me a stealth if you don't want to be seen. You can hear shouts.
25?
Okay. That's your stealth to not be seen?
Mhm.
Okay. You hear shouts and you see them looking. They don't seem to see you as you go beneath. Pardon me. On the balcony. You've got a little overhang here. You go back in there and you can hear them shouting and you see them looking, and they're coming out onto balconies and such and going to windows and looking out for you. So it's going up the tower to be looking for you. So you're going to that balcony. Okay, you get to the door. It seems to be locked.
What's the door made of?
Looks like stone, some metal.
I can tell you what I'm not going to do.
Not gonna try thievery again?
No. I'm going to... So it's made of stone, you say?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'll try.
Okay. Trying thievery?
Yeah.
Do you have thieves' tools?
I do have a set that was given to me by 13 at the very beginning
All
of the
right.
game.
I do remember that.
Oh. 19.
All right. With the 19, you start trying to figure this out. You're sticking things in holes and
Yeah.
trying. Yes. I said that. She made the face.
I need an adult.
Yeah, that's why we usually only have adults here. We do not have full adults in some of our audience today. We're trying to be good.
No, we're not.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we are. This is me being good. Well, sort of. This is me watching what I say.
Do it, Laura.
At
be
least
good on the
it's
villains
not been a
episode.
dick joke the entire episode. So, what was that?
I said you can't be good on the
Yes.
villains episode.
I'm
Yes,
not.
do that.
I'm watching what I say. I didn't say I was being good. I did say it, and then I corrected myself. Anyway. What did you say?
She's got a clip.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks.
Things that'll live on forever on the internet.
That.
That I was trying to watch what I say? Or
No, that
which
you
one?
were, as I was putting things in different holes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. Anyway,
You're hearing mechanisms click, and you think you're getting somewhere, and then you hear it as one of the picks breaks.
this is the dumbest
What
thing
was your
I've ever
perception
seen in
on
my
your
life.
dumbwaiter?
32.
32. Are you following her around as they... Okay,
Yep.
you guys go start walking around. She seems to be looking for something. Didn't tell him what
are you
you're looking
doing?
for, so just kind of moving along.
Dumbwaiter.
Dumbwaiter?
It's the fastest way to go up.
Okay.
Well, for me.
if they only have smart wit?
Ow, that was a look for me.
Is he gonna fit in a dumbwaiter?
You don't know. They make everything huge here, it seems.
I might fit in one.
This seems about normal people sized in these hallways. But it's definitely a weird way, because you are literally in the walls. And you feel like a mouse scurrying along through somebody else's kitchen inside the wall. And even as you guys are moving along, and it's kind of one of those, you turn a corner and suddenly there is somebody and they're just walking past you. They don't even really acknowledge you.
I'm good
They
with
just kind
this.
of keep going. And you eventually do, with that 32, find a dumbwaiter. Looks like it could hold both of you.
Okay.
It's about 6 feet long, about 3 feet wide. So,
We need to go up.
How is it operated?
through a crank on the outside,
Crank on the outside.
but you can see the stuff on the inside. You guys could probably work it and try to get it.
Grab the ropes
moving,
and
yeah.
move it. Okay.
It's
We'll try that.
chain, but yeah.
Okay. I'll give that a shot.
Whatever works.
You get one side, I'll get the other.
All right, you guys start working your way up.
I throw the lockpick over the edge of the building. I go out onto the ledge and I wait for the first fucking dwarf to lean his head over the edge.
So you go out from the balcony,
What am I adding?
and with your perception,
Probably have one.
you can see that there
It's not
are
a matter of much, just a second.
several beautiful stained glass windows a little way over.
Mm-hmm.
Be easier to get through than a stone door.
Yes, but so here's my thought. So if someone's going to walk out onto the balcony and look for me, they're probably not shutting the door behind them. So whoever leans over the balcony to look for me,
Okay, so you're lying in wait.
yep. I played Assassin's Creed.
Was there a haystack boil?
That's right.
Yeah.
No,
Not on this game.
No.
this is an elite encounter, not a, oh my god, I'm safe by,
Athletics of a 33, the first fucking dwarf that leans over the edge. I
like,
grab him by his beard,
By his beard. Rude.
and I pull him right over the edge,
Is there a Wilhelm?
and he falls. Whoa! And then I climb up into the balcony and in the door he left open because reasons.
Okay.
Wilhelm scream.
All right. So
And then I shut the door behind me.
you see a latch on it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he sounded like. We'll go with that. That was
That
brilliant.
was probably the look when I grabbed his beard.
Actually, the scream probably came from you pulling the beard.
Yeah,
It
100%.
wasn't from the fall. It was
Yeah.
it was from the you yanking the beard. Yes. So wrong. Okay, so you guys are all in the building. You're making your way up. Your perception DC is high enough that as you start kind of creeping your way through places, watching out, and you get to a very fancy room that seemed to be connected to that balcony. You're going through several chambers before you get to a very fancy, almost bedroom type place. You hear this kind of creaking.
Okay. In the wall.
Yeah.
Shing.
Okay. Does Cyril have any?
Skills? No.
No. Does he have any experience with a dumbwaiter?
No.
I wouldn't think so.
No.
Okay. So, give me a perception. You're trying to be as quiet as possible, going. Well, I guess you wouldn't have to be. You're
Well,
just
I was getting ready to say, why
Yeah.
would we need to be quiet? It's a dumbwaiter.
21.
okay. 21. It seems to be coming from this wall over here.
Is there a
you
panel?
You see this panel that can actually lift up and open, and it's about 6 feet long.
So it lifts up?
Yeah.
Okay. I lift it up about this far
Okay.
and I look.
You look as
I
you're
would like
looking.
to spend a villain point to be looking at him while he's looking at me.
If we had villain points. So
Well,
you-
it says hero points, but we're not heroes.
well, we don't use the hero points, at least not in the Soul Silver campaign right now, because we haven't decided how we want to use them.
Fair enough.
So as you're watching, actually, it wouldn't be your head that he sees first anyway. 'Cause you're short.
But it just happened to be we were right there.
Okay. All right.
That's how
Right.
she remembers
You know what? That's how you remember it. This is your memories. So, as you creak it open, you guys both meet eyes. You're like, you see
It's literally
Star.
like,
We found him.
and then there's
Like-
just a sword, like right, in like underneath the lip.
and you're
Yep.
looking in. So you guys both you see his sword right there under the lip, and you see him.
I'm just like, stop.
Oh, then I lift up the thing.
You guys are gonna have to take it down about that far.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, you can squeeze in there. It goes
Oh,
up.
you're trying to
it goes
come
up
in.
more.
No, I was trying to let you out, but I suppose.
Yeah, I want out.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's you still got a little ways that you can go in this one.
Do we know where in the tower this thing is?
No,
Lovely.
I can scurry back out and ask my friend. I just don't think she's going to be that helpful.
How long do you think that would take you?
All right, fine. I'll be right back. Unlock the door. Out the.
You're in a very nice bedroom right here.
Shit.
I'm looking around.
That's what I thought.
Where's some shinies?
All right. Roll perception as you go searching through
I'll
things.
look around too.
God damn it.
Yep, you're gonna go out and
27.
face danger. They're looting.
Yeah, they're over here at the bookcase. I'm out here like,
Okay. 30,
Yep, 27.
27. Okay. Are you trying to be stealthy out there?
no.
Okay. All right. So you just go heading out. All right. So you guys are looking through this place, and you find a jewelry box, not this big. It's definitely locked, but you
What
kinda-
jewelry box? I don't know what you're
Kinda,
talking
yeah,
about.
you shake
I didn't
it
see
and you're
one.
like, oh yeah, I don't know where that went. It disappears into a pocket.
Sure does.
And you got a 27?
Yep.
Okay, so you're looking around underneath the large bed. You see this case about this big and about that wide. And it definitely looks to be like some kind of a weapon case. And it has a small padlock on it that has a key. Well, the key's not there, but it would need a key.
I'll try to pick it open.
Okay,
Thievery?
go ahead.
That's a 14.
14.
Need some help with that.
No, it's not
Yeah, I
quite
think
moving.
you'll be a little bit better than I will on this one.
Here comes the one.
No. 18 plus 17.
35.
math.
Wow. I mean, you just come over and you kind of, you just see her flick a finger or two, and then all of a sudden it goes, pops open.
I warmed it up for you.
All right, who's opening the case?
I'll open it.
Okay, make a fortitude save.
Bam!
See? I was helping.
22.
All right, 22. This purplish gas goes out from it, and you manage to back up and hold your breath, but you did get a tiny bit of an inhale of it, and it was kind of a sweet, sickly smell. And inside the case itself, you see that the little trap that was just this little vial that seems to have a purple fungus at the bottom. Don't shake your head at me. She might be doing that too in a minute if she gets it. Oh, now you don't even want to know what Sunshine was saying off screen. All I gotta say is, poor Chevy. What? All right.
Oh.
Oh, just got it. Did you? Were you getting it? Nope. She's not remembering it. It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. This is a particular fungus to Iododree. We'll get to it.
I was never in that.
Oh, you've played in Iododree multiple times. The world? Yeah, you have.
Not your bigger campaigns.
No, but the world.
So,
Still there.
Yeah, it's still there, always. It's always lurking for fun. You see what I did there? I'm done. Okay, so inside you see this very, very beautifully gold filigree. And again, remember, gold is the most rare of the precious metals used for money. It has gold filigree inlaid along the blade, the hilt, everything. This beautiful sword just sitting within that case.
I'm gonna close the case and stick it in my bag.
Okay. All right, so while they're looting, you get to your captive. You said you are not trying to...
No. No, I just scurry up the thing and pull myself up like a pull-up. Right
Okay.
in front, kind of like right off to the side of her.
She's definitely still
Ah,
against the wall. Doesn't seem like anybody's found her yet.
okay. I'm looking for a rock. It looks like this, and I describe it. You can tell me where it is, and it can speed this whole thing up. Or, can dwarfs fly?
No, we can't fly.
Huh.
We can't fly! How are we supposed to... How... I don't know where that rock would be. How can I help you find a rock?
It's in this tower somewhere.
It's a rock. Why would they have just a rock?
It's not just a rock. If it was just a rock, do you think I would be here?
Well, then what is it?
To you, it's just a rock.
Okay, I can't help you find just a rock.
And I will lean in and I will whisper what it is in her ear. Does that make it any clearer to you?
Yes, that would be within the actual storm vault.
And where's that?
The heart of the tower.
Okay, so...
Through the forges.
Uh-huh. And how do I get there?
I don't go into the citadel. This is the closest I've been to it, and now I'm hanging off it.
Huh. How do I get there?
You go inside.
I grab her by the front of her shirt, and I start pulling her toward the ledge.
She's just
How?
trying to grab a hold of things.
Do I get there?
I don't know. I've been in there.
You're not proving yourself to be very useful.
I got you away from everybody.
I got you
Oh,
away from
yeah.
everybody.
You used me as a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dwarven shield. Yeah.
Whatever. And I sit her back against the wall, and I scurry back down the building.
Okay.
Stealth.
All right. What's your
25.
What's your stealth DC?
My stealth DC is 20.
Okay. All right. You scurry back down the building. And you guys still looting while waiting on him to come back?
No, now I'm looking for
Oh.
clues to where they would keep stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll peek over the window and see if I can spot where he went.
Well, if you follow out to where he went, you can go to one of the stained glass windows and you don't quite see where he's at, but you keep going through to the next room and you realize there's this balcony
Okay.
that he would have gone out on. Doors still open, I would assume.
Yeah, I'll peek out there and just see if I spot him and see, because it's been a minute or two.
Okay. So you guys, you're looking for him, you're looking for clues. As you're looking around for clues, trying to figure out, where you are within the citadel or what you're doing, you hear this. Are you my new nanny?
Great.
You turn and you look, and there's this young dwarf, about about as tall as you. He's got very brilliant looking clothes. They're very bright, shining. And he has this small circlet on his head.
Mental note, shiny hat.
Shiny.
They usually send halflings to be my nanny.
That's because we're the most fun.
Kind of smiles. He goes, yeah, you guys really are, actually. I'm not supposed to say that, but yeah, I think halflings are great. So,
You're not supposed to say that halflings are great.
well, yeah, halflings are halflings. They're just slaves and servants, and
That's
so,
fair.
yeah. You know, because dwarves are the best and superior, and we make things better than everybody else. So, but my last nanny had to go help with the lights. So,
Help with the lights?
yeah. I mean, that's what I was told. I know. She used to be able to do these really neat tricks with magic.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
I don't know any magic. I have a friend that does, though.
Well, that'd be awesome. But I have lessons here soon, so I'm gonna go do that. It looks like you're doing a really good job keeping my rooms clean. I'm gonna go do lessons. I'll
Where
see
is your other room?
other room? What do
You said your rooms.
Well, yeah.
I-
All these are.
I'm done with
my
this one.
rooms. Which room do you want?
The one with the shiniest stuff in it.
Well,
I have to
mine.
polish it.
I don't have a vault or anything like that, but I have a trophy room. They're not all shiny, but some of them are shiny. They're technically not my trophies. I didn't kill anything.
You said you don't have a vault?
Nope, that'd be my dad.
Is there like a really big vault anywhere?
Yeah. The storm
Where-
vault.
Where is the biggest vault?
Well, you wouldn't be allowed there.
I was
Dwarves
just
only.
curious where it is.
Oh,
If I'm not allowed there, I
yeah,
don't
so
wanna
you don't
there,
go.
so-
Yeah, no, that
Right.
makes sense. And then they won't take you away from me because you seem like a fun
Right.
nanny. All right, so you don't want to go. Well, you don't want to go down too far into
Okay.
the center, but you don't want to go up too far either. It's kind of in the middle. Oh, you've seen my dad's throne room.
Yeah,
It's kind of behind and up from there.
behind and up.
Yeah.
Got it. I
Yep.
will make sure I stay in front
Which, I
of
mean-
and down.
Yeah, you just shouldn't go near his throne room anyway.
You can't be late for your lessons.
No. Well, I can, but
But what if I get in trouble for you being late for your lessons?
oh, I don't want that.
Right.
Okay. Oh, what's
So-
your name?
Runa,
Nice to meet you, Runa.
nice to meet you too.
He goes running off.
Gotta pick a new name.
You could have called yourself anything.
So while she's having that interaction, you're kind of looking, and then you hear the voices behind you. So you get to kind of see that,
Yep. I'm just staying hidden.
and toward the end of it is when you're coming back over that ledge. Well, down off.
I just kind of put my finger up to my mouth and shush him as he comes in and kind of point around the corner.
There's a kid. The kid knows where the vault is. Great.
So once the kid runs off, and you hear at the doors, big double doors, way too big for a child dwarf, open, and you hear, "Ah, young Master Sire, how may we serve you?" He says, "Oh, I gotta go to my lessons." They're like, "Oh, absolutely, Sire. We will take you there." And you kind of look and you see a few of those guards, heavily armored, heavily armed,
I
walking
will.
the kid off.
look down
Mm-hmm.
like I am his nanny so they can see me
Mm-hmm.
and recognize me later, just in case.
Okay. All right, so the door's shut, and you guys find yourselves alone again. Shaking your head at me. What are you guys doing?
Plotting.
Sounds like that kid knew where the vault was.
Throne room behind and up.
Throne room.
In the middle.
Sounds like we're up too far.
Yeah, it's up from here.
Well, I mean, if it's 900 feet or so up, I didn't go 900 feet into the air. So we may not be far enough up.
I was inside a dumbwaiter when we went up. So
So, knowing where the vault is, and considering the time, while you guys lounge in the young prince's room, we're going to call it here for the night. And we will be back to revisit the story and see if you guys actually get into that vault or
This is
not.
bullshit.
Oh, I kind of missed that.
It always is.
I kind of missed that. Hearing several call it bullshit. But we will be back next week, guys, with Soul Severed
Same bat time.
campaign. Same time, 6 p.m. to 9. Come and watch us, guys. If we're going to get a raid, yes, we are. Laura's got us moving. So, yay, raid, guys. Make sure you check us out check out our Patreon. You can find some of the episodes to catch up on YouTube. And if you need to catch up by listening, you can go on and listen anywhere you get your podcasts.
Bam.
So we'll see you guys next week.
See you next time.
We'll see you guys again sometime soon, hopefully.
Bye-bye. Don't forget to tip your waiter, especially that dumb one.
the dumb one.
Especially the dumbwaiter, yeah.
Get out.
Done.
You are all fired.
I thought I was up for a raise.
We
Yeah.
still got...
Yeah, I'm giving you a 100% raise at 0.
Up the dumb waiter.
Sound out?
Nope.
Doesn't sound like it.